Welcome to Hershey High School. It's High School Sports Live TV. Another doubleheader tonight here on ABC 27. Brought to you by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Good evening, I'm Gary Sutton, alongside of Jeff Thompson and Todd McCall. Glad to be bringing you two games tonight. The first one, of course, the girls. Susquehanna Township with a record of 1-13 so far, 0-8 so far in the Keystone Division. On the other side, Hershey, 1-6 in the Keystone Division and 4-6 overall. Make that 5-6 overall. But two teams right now looking for respect, looking for improvement. And Todd, first of all, we take a look at Susquehanna Township tonight. Terrence Clark Sr. says he likes the way this team is developing despite the win-loss record.
Well, I talked to Coach Clark before the game, and one of the things I talked to him, we've all been there as coaches. You have those teams that win a lot of games, you have those teams that struggle. But the one thing he likes is they all work hard. And I said, I've learned more lessons. He even told me he's learned more lessons with the team at 1-13 than 13-1. But they go through Joya Mazer, the senior leader, but they're playing a freshman, Lexi Weichert. But arguably, they're in the toughest Keystone divisions, one of the toughest girls divisions, night in, night out. This last game they played was a very close game. I look for them to really be in it tonight. It's anybody's ball game if they can shut down Gabby Blackburn.
They had a good game last time when they played against Hershey. And Jeff, when you talk about this Hershey team, you talk about Gabby Blackburn. She's outstanding.
Well, she is outstanding, and she's the younger sibling of two very good basketball players, and her parents were both collegiate basketball players, as well as coaches. So I'm looking for her to do very well. She was the MVP in the Christmas tournament they had, really had some big games. Taylor Grace has been scoring a little bit, too, so look at those two girls. Inside, we're going to look, see what they have inside, see if Susquehanna Township can make some impact right there.
An interesting game. Two teams looking for respect in the Keystone Division. We're going to find out all about it in just a moment. You're watching High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her two boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
I know what you're thinking. This is that little Charlie Fortney again. But this is a whole new year. I spent more time with my teammates working on dribbling with Gerald. He's amazing. Shooting with my dad. He doesn't miss. And passing. And 5-on-5 concepts are really fun. It's all coming together. What do you say, guys?
Advanced Hoops.
HoffmanFord.com, turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Welcome back to Hershey High School. The national anthem's been played, and we are ready to get this one underway. Gary Sutton alongside tonight of Todd McCall and Jeff Thompson. And Jeff, this could be an interesting game because we saw these two teams when we started the season here on High School Sports Live TV. And, they both showed flashes of really being good down the line. Susquehanna Township, a pretty young team. On the other side, Hershey has some nice mix of young and old. So it's going to be an interesting matchup here tonight in this opener.
Well, Hershey had some success in their Christmas tournament, and hopefully that will pay off for them down the road. And you're right, Susquehanna Township's a young team.
Township in red and white, and there you saw the starting lineups. Alfonso, Perrin, Mazer, Vaughn, and Weichert for Susquehanna Township. It'll be Gaston, Grace, Price, Blackburn, and Woltman for Hershey, and Hershey controls the tap. Your officials for the night, Joe Gabriel, Jack Tobias, and Willie Harris on this one, and we are underway. Blackburn from the corner right away misses the three. It'll be yanked down there by Delaney Price and taken away by Susquehanna Township.
Township started in a zone. As is Hershey.
Inside to Perrin, but cannot do much with it. It's going to be a turnover. It's the first turnover marked up on Susquehanna Township. Hershey has the basketball. We're going to check in here with Todd McCall in just a few moments. He's going to be traveling all over the gym tonight, putting a few miles on, as he always does.
They're paying a lot of attention to Gabby right now.
Gabby Blackburn, great head and shoulders fake, drives to the basket for an easy two. Gabby Blackburn on the board.
Nice look off.
Susquehanna Township attacking with a high-low here, trying to look to the middle to Perrin, and then somewhere behind that zone along the baseline.
Perrin's had some touches already in the high post.
It's a ball to Mazer, and it's taken away again. 2 trips, 2 turnovers so far for the Indians.
Nice steal by Delaney Price.
Hershey content more or less to go around the zone right now, and now they go put 2 high posts. Blackburn for a 3. Blackburn nails it. She's got all 5 points so far for the Trojans. The Lady Trojans out quickly to a 5-0 lead over the Indians.
Township better pay attention to her in that zone. Nice ball reversal.
Inside to Perrin. And Perrin's going to lose it. It'll stay with Susquehanna Township underneath. I like what they're trying to do there. Susquehanna Township is really being very deliberate and trying to get the ball into the post and then get it to the other side, but just taking a little too much time there in the high post so far.
And Rebecca Waltman has been up to the tasks so far in the post defensively for Hershey.
Lexi Weichert handles the basketball, looking inside to Perrin all the time. Perrin Waltman is a good matchup in there.
Nice pass by Peyton.
Perrin trying to use the leverage, can't get there. Thought she had gotten a foul, but did not.
And Delaney Price, second rebound of the game.
See Randy Gambalungi over on the far side for Hershey calling out the orders. On the other side, Terrence Clark Sr. for the Indians. Nice pass underneath, and Delaney Price for the easy bucket. Great pass, so finder underneath, and a timeout on the floor for Terrence Clark. We'll take one as well. It's 7-0 Hershey. Early going here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Register now. This year, Advanced Hoops is offering 3 levels of AAU basketball: Silver, Gold, and Team Pennsylvania National Showcase. 5th to 12th grade, join a championship level program. Register now, advancedhoops.com.
Let's head down to the baseline. You see Terrence Clark right there talking, and Todd McCall, what's he saying?
Well, you know, talking about first and foremost, they're doing what they want to do. He said, we're trying to establish the inside game. He wants Perrin, when she catches, to keep it up high. When she's bringing it down, she's getting it knocked out. Now, on the other end, Hershey, Gabriella is attacking, Blackburn's attacking that 3-2 zone, but she can't tack at the point, top of the point. That's to keep her out of the zone. But what's she do? She tacks the side angles, and she's been effective getting the ball inside.
Out of the timeout, Hershey goes out in the trap, and they're going to force another turnover, or are they? It's going to be off Hershey. Ball will stay with Susquehanna Township. So good move by Coach Gabrielungi of coming out of the timeout there with the trap.
But I also thought Township handled the 2-2-1 pretty well that time. A couple good passes, good ball movement.
And you know, guys, one of the things with this team in Susquehanna Township, they have a consistent scorer in Joy and Mazer, but they need somebody to step up to have that big game tonight. And that's what you heard the coaches talk about, too. Someone needs to step out of this game and get more than their average.
Hayden Alfonso misses the shot from the corner, and then another easy look down court, put away by Taylor Grace for 2. Her first 2 of the night. 9-0 here at 3:53 to go in the first quarter. And a good move by Perrin to the basket. Head and shoulders fake, and then went to the basket. Here you see Randy Gabrielungi. Foul marked up on Rebecca Waltman. That'll be her first, team first, against the Trojans. Shalyn Perrin at the line. Perrin's first shot is up and no good.
One of the things Shalyn Perrin does as a senior is she creates space inside, but Gary and Coach, as you guys know, when the big guys bring the ball down low, those guards can sneak in there, and that's kind of what happened, and coaches have been telling them about that a little bit.
Aaron Yancey checks into the game, and Perrin misses both. Rebound goes to Waltman. So 9-0 with 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. Nice job attacking the middle again. The bank's open as Waltman knocks it in.
Nice entry pass by Gabby.
Pretty much everything good that happens on Hershey right now goes through Gabby Blackburn. Back inside to Perrin. They're really trying to establish that game. And Perrin with a nice little turnaround for 2. Susquehanna Township on the board.
Feathery touch.
Long look for the quarter. Not going to go for Hershey. That was off the hands of Rachel Groves, who got hurt the last time we played Susquehanna Township. Hershey, Susquehanna Township, that is. And Perrin again, wide open from the foul line, and knocks it down again.
She opened the basket for Susquehanna Township, didn't she?
They need Perrin to be big in this game. Do you know the force tempo? You see the Trojans getting the ball out of the net as soon as they're scoring and pushing the ball up the floor to attack that zone. Beat the zone up the floor, you hear.
Another good look over top of the zone. And ball's going to go off of Susquehanna Township, belong to Hershey. Randy Gabrielungi, last season 16-8, 10-6 in the division. This year a little bit different. He said we've lost a lot of close games, a couple buzzer beaters. 5-6 overall, 1-6 in the league in the Keystone. And the Keystone is loaded, by the way. Great division.
Lauren Pettis just checked into the game. She brings some size into this 2-3 zone.
So the ball will stay with the Trojans, the Lady Trojans of Hershey High School. Into the game comes Hannah Schrift, who has a nice little outside shot. Hannah Schrift, a senior guard, 5'5". So both teams with some liberal substitution right now. There's Schrift getting her first look. It shows you right away what she could do. Is Hannah Schrift off the wing with a deuce off the bench.
First touch, right in.
What Al McGuire say? You're supposed to sweat first before you take the shot, right?
Yeah, it goes against everything we teach. And she put it right in.
Ball's going to be thrown away. It's the 3rd turnover so far for Susquehanna Township. And thus far, Hershey with none. 2:01 to go in the first quarter. 13-4, the Trojans lead over the Indians. Really attacking this zone smartly. In and out basketball.
You're right, Gary. Gabby has a hand in everything.
There's the penetration again, goes hard to the basket, lays it in. Gabby Blackburn again with that look off, 7 points out of the 15 so far. And she and her team lead 15-4.
Boy, if she's looking the other way, I'd worry. She's done that twice.
Good look for the outside by Mazur. Will not go. Picked off. Blackburn has it. Schrift again. Schrift shows you right off the bench what she's made of. Two deuces, 2 for 2.
Microwave. She heats up in a hurry.
Hey, guys, we got to talk about one fundamental difference. And you guys know from a coaching perspective, what is difference in the two teams? Floor general. You know how good a team can be with the floor general. Do you watch number 20 Blackburn call for the ball, come back to get it, and make other people better? Floor generals are so important in the game.
You know what else is interesting right now? Rhythm. Hershey is really in a rhythm here against that zone, and Susquehanna Township is trying to establish one. Long pass underneath again.
Hershey's very comfortable is what you're really saying, Gary.
Yeah, they're just at a nice, smooth rhythm. There's Schrift again. How about 3 for 3 off the bench? Hannah Schrift tells you what it looks like to come off the bench with a hot hand.
She's 3 for 3 in less than a minute. And 3 touches, 6 points.
I've never seen you or McCall put up shots that fast.
She's not afraid to take it, guys. I can tell you that right now.
We've got to walk again. That's going to be the 5th turnover here in the first quarter. And that's what hurt last time. Lots of turnovers against Susquehanna Township. As we see Waltman get back into the game for Hershey. On the other side, you got Tiana Smith in there for Susquehanna Township. And also, Aaron Yancey is in there as well. So wholesale changes being made. Stolen away. That's the first turnover of the game for Hershey. Yancey.
Tried to do a little too much too quickly.
Todd McCall, the first time we saw these two teams, we saw a lot of that where the youth of just trying to make it happen too fast shone through for Susquehanna Township.
Yeah, and Coach Clark is knowing he has to fight through some of this. It's growing pains. But talk about this team. Just give him a couple years yet. But tonight's game, for example, they're working on things. He's deepening his bench. But when you go on the Hershey side of things, they're 5-6. How big is a win in mid-January to be 6-6 to try to sneak into those district playoffs? So it has district implications for them.
0.8 seconds to go, and Gabby Blackburn up with her 8th point here in the first quarter. First time to the line off the Pettis foul. Pettis with her first foul.
Pettis had decent position.
A little body down low, and the second one up and good from Blackburn. 9 points in the first quarter, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 21-4. Hershey leads. We'll take a timeout. We'll come right back. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Living Well with a Disability is a free source for anyone with any type of disability. We provide countless resources and endless opportunities to live your best.
I really am living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
21-4, Hershey leads, and one of the reasons is this young lady just came off the bench. We're talking about Miss Schrift, Hannah Schrift. Came in, fired the first one up, made it. Second one, net again. How about the trifecta? One more time? She hasn't even hit the rim yet. 3 for 3, 6 points in the first quarter for Hannah Schrift, 9 for Gabriella Blackburn, and 21-4. Hershey leads. We start quarter number 2. And this time, Susquehanna Township was out man-to-man.
You predicted that, Coach. And they're getting after him right now.
Good backdoor. Waltman just misses, but what a great pass from Blackburn to Waltman. Now here comes Susquehanna Township. But this is how they caught up last time, by forcing the game, as we see number 2, Aaron Yancey, with a nice drive to the basket, and quickly Susquehanna Township gets their 6th point of the game.
That's how you come back in a game. Take the ball to the hole, play good defense.
How about that? And force a turnover as well. So very quickly, Susquehanna Township looks like a different team here in the second quarter.
You know, Susquehanna has the ability to play man-to-man. Now, that's the one thing that Hershey, one of their Achilles their heels is when Blackburn doesn't have the ball handler suspect at times. Susquehanna can get in your shirt a little bit. This might be the change in the second quarter that their coaching staff's looking for.
Well, Todd, you remember the first time over at Susquehanna Township, this is how they got back in, as they pushed it and came back really strong in the second quarter. Thrift throws this one up. How about a little bank shot this time?
Gary, she did throw that one up.
She did. I didn't think it was a good shot. It was a no, yes shot.
It was almost a modified jump hook.
How about Hannah Schrift with 8 points so far? We got 6:37 to go here in the second quarter.
She's officially on fire, and the Hannah fans wanted to walk there, but she got it. I guess got the plant and finished.
Well, that was more or less a heat check. She just threw it up.
Long look by Alexis Sipta. There's Waltman going hard to the basket, misses. Rebound yanked down there by Lauren Pettis.
Pettis gave her a little bit of a hip check down here, guys. You can see it a little bit, but you know what? Your lower body doesn't see as much as your higher body when it comes to fouls, guys.
Back inside, try to look to the baseline. Instead, throw it up high. Not going to go.
Nice rebound by Aaron.
And another high shot. Not going to go again off Alexis Sipta. And you're going to get a timeout here on the floor for Randy Gambalunga. Will take one as well. It's 23-6. Hershey leads Susquehanna Township. Back in a moment on High School Sports Live TV.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Welcome back to Hershey High School. Randy Gambalunga and his team comfortably out in front, 23-6, 5:52 to go here in the second quarter. Todd McCall, what's being said over in the huddles again?
Susquehanna side, let's force an up-tempo. Let's sit down and play man-to-man defense, force turnovers. On the Hershey side, let's handle the pressure. Gabby, come back and get the ball. Do your thing. Really, it's in so many words.
Set piece, nice block. Going to be called for a foul once again is Pettis. Lauren Pettis looked like she might have had a clean up high, but apparently not down low. Take a look. Pettis kept her ground right there, but you can see her coming across with the body there just a little bit. So Gabriella Blackburn back at the line.
It was interesting because Hershey felt the pressure, and coach set up a play for them to go backdoor right away, right out of the timeout.
And set up absolutely beautiful. I got to say, Coach, Gabby took her up high like you should do and cut hard, and it was a great backdoor cut. Things you don't see. That's the old school game, guys, when we played it.
They set it up on this side with a nice little pick and roll to really kind of occupy the defense, and all of a sudden Blackburn working the weak side. Back to the basket, an easy layup. So 25-6 with 5:40 to go here in the first half.
Well, gentlemen, how often did you get captivated in March Madness and watching Princeton run the old backdoor offense? Gabe Lewellis from Pennsylvania running it a few years back, guys.
Good trap, but a great job of getting the ball inside, and Pettis scores too.
She kept it up high. She looked good on that finish.
Man-to-man, good pressure.
Gabby's out of the game. It looks like Taylor Grace is going to try to take her spot right now.
Alexis Sipta in there with a foul. Be her first, team third against the Indians.
I give Sipta credit because she was putting pressure on that ball, and she's made a difference since she's entered the game, been a little spark defensively.
Yeah, they're up there. She's up in the grill pretty well. Cheyenne Gaston has it. Just nice little backdoor cut, or a little weak side cut, and third turnover there. A little indecision for just a moment.
Pressure takes its toll, I think, on that play.
7 turnovers so far for Susquehanna Township, 3 for the Lady Trojans. There you see Terrence Clark Sr. Well, I like getting back inside to Pettis. Pettis just not off the backboard, but off the iron instead, and that's going to be her third foul on Pettis.
And that's too bad because she looks good. If she could square up those feet just a little bit better.
One of the interesting things you watch for the big people is, do the eyes locate the basket first? Because the body always follows the eyes. And there what you saw, I don't know if we'll see a replay of that, but she went up and her eyes came behind. She made a great move.
That was a nice move.
Taylor Grace. Lots of heat from Brianna Vaughn out there. Grace goes to the basket, has it knocked away, and it's going to stay with Hershey.
Interesting move. They're cutting up to the basket, and Taylor did exactly what Gabby did.
Good hands on the play by Lexi Weichert, though. 4:45 to go until halftime, 25-8. Ball stays once again with the Trojans. We'll have our Highmark halftime report.
Todd, Township's getting their hands on some of these balls, aren't they?
You know what? I think this is more their game. I mean, a man-to-man game. They're playing harder. They're boxing out with a purpose. You know, Coach, many times teams do not understand how to rebound out of zone. I know you've talked to teams about that. 2-3 used to be one of your favorite things to play. You still have to rebound when you're in the zone. But man-to-man, it seems they're boxing out better right now, Gary.
Absolutely. And foul is going to be marked up on...
Guys, I tell you the difference.
Right here, foul's going to be marked up on Janice Pope. Excuse me there, Todd. Go ahead.
No, that is my fault, Gary. One of the things that the excitement when I'm down on the baseline is it's hard not to bring the coaching aspects out of you. You're standing up, you're seeing it, you're close up, and sometimes you just want to walk out and say, hey, you need to box out right here. Put a hand in that lane, you know?
And a good pass underneath again. I'll tell you what, some great passing inside by Joya Mazer.
Joya almost went coast to coast. She made some things happen. I think that's what Township's going to have to do.
Brianna Vaughn heading to the line.
They must force the action.
Foul on Delaney Price, her first, team second.
You know, the interesting stat is right now Susquehanna doesn't have anyone in double figures. Mazer with 8, Pope with 7, and Pettis with 4 points a game. And I think, Gary, really that's one of the things they're missing right now, that real go-to person that can get you that 20 when you need it.
So Vaughn's first one's going to be up but no good. Second one up, also no good. So far, nothing out of 4 for the line for the Indians, so they're not really helping themselves at what should normally be the charity stripe.
And Hershey's rebounding just well enough to take control of this game. Taylor Grace with a real nice rebound that time.
Another set play coming up here. There's the back door again, playing that hard defense for the back door. Missing the layup, though. Good rebound there by Shalyn Perrin. Driving hard to the other end, but it will not go for Weichert. And then the walk, following it up. So the 8th turnover of the half here for Susquehanna Township. Checking back into the game is Alexis Sipta. Took it in for Brianna Vaughn. 3:54 to go here in the first half. 26-8. The Hershey Trojans lead here in game number 1. We have a timeout. We'll take one as well here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
It's always better when you get to pick your team. That's why I didn't just accept the regional health plan offered at work. I went to a Highmark Direct store and picked a more affordable plan with a broader network, one that I feel better with.
For the most value, you're better with Blue. We're reinventing affordable health care for today and for generations to come. For all you do, you're better with Highmark Blue Shield.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
No regrets. If only she parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Insurance.
Welcome back to Hershey High School, and there you see Terrence Clark Sr. imploring his charges to do a little bit better. Let's get to Todd McCall, who's over in the huddle. Todd?
Well, you know what? If anything, he's talking about the aggressiveness. He likes them getting after it. They're boxing out better. On the Hershey end, you know, you continue hearing the same things over. Just be consistent. Keep doing it. Work the ball around. Screen. Set your screens. Set them up high with back doors. You know, that's been an effective game plan for the Trojans offensively.
So, Jeff, we just talked. We're seeing a lot of good things so far in this game from Hershey, and also really some things from Susquehanna Township. They're just not able to finish them off.
Well, and what they're doing, I like right now, is they're coming out after and playing real good defense. Hershey's taken advantage of that a couple times, but I like the aggressiveness that Township's showing.
Hershey running what's known as a flex offense. Right now, the baseline screen and then the down screen after you pass every time. The side-to-side continuity.
I think Coach Clark's trying to make something happen here and tell his girls this is how we have to play.
It's a good drive by Delaney Price. Delaney Price knocks it down off the glass. It gets the kiss. 4 points in the game for Price. 28-8. 20-point lead right now for the Trojans.
And Delaney had several rebounds at the beginning of the game, too.
Hershey's getting a nice balanced attack from a lot of their players tonight contributing.
Oh, good look inside to Perrin. And they're going to call the foul. And the foul for Hershey. I believe that's against Delaney Price. If it is, that's her second. Be the team third against Hershey. So Shalyn Perrin back at the line. Perrin up and just a little off to the right side. She's 0 for 3 so far for the charity stripe.
Has a couple field goals, and she looked good on her field goals. She needs to break the ice with this free throw.
Waltman will check back into the game. Also Rachel Groves for Hershey. Nice stroke that time by Perrin. She's got 5 points. 28-9. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. The drive to the basket, not going to go from Taylor Grace, and Susquehanna Township running with it. Again, pushing the issue that time. Number 15, Janice Pope.
And that's what they need to do, Gary.
So the fouls on Gabrielle Blackburn, her first, team fourth.
This zone of Hershey's putting a 10 around their offense.
There again, attacking the middle of that lane. Getting the right kinds of shots, guys. You can't argue with that. Janice Pope just missing it.
That's a good-looking shot.
Ball's going to be thrown away by Cheyenne Gaston, who was looking to the baseline, just threw a little high. Fourth turnover now against the Lady Trojans. So the Indians have a chance to come back here and attacking that 2-3 zone. There's Perrin. Good head and shoulders fake. Perrin going up, knocked away by Waltman.
You know, that was one of her more solid moves, guys. Now, she did an up and under almost, kind of half fake, but kept it low.
How about that nice sweet stroke by Rachel Groves. You see when Rachel Groves and Hannah Schrifter in there, they look like the twins. Bookends on either side just knocking them down. They have the same kind of stroke.
They shoot so fast you can't even tell what number is shooting the ball.
Yeah, the gun's loaded when it hits their hands.
Nice touch.
Real good look that time by Perrin. Not going to go. Stick back, no good. Get an offensive rebound. It's going to be tied up, and Susquehanna Township will keep the ball. Let's go back down to Todd McCall on the baseline. Todd?
You know, one of the things as I watch this game, it's not lack of hustle on either part, Susquehanna Township or Hershey. One of the things that I feel Susquehanna is struggling with is they just can't quite finish, and they struggle finding that score to go to, but it's not lack of hustle from his team.
And Hershey's awfully comfortable shooting the ball right now.
They are, and when they get in a rhythm, they are tough to beat in a rhythm.
Major with a good drive. Grabbed down and yanked down by Waltman.
Rebecca.
But I find Hershey Trojans shooters to be a little bit more square and a little bit more set when they take their shots.
Well, and it's individual fundamentals, too. The ability to finish off the things you're doing. You're doing all the right things to attack. You just have to be able to finish it. Blackburn trying to go up with it will be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Hershey.
And Hershey's comfortable. They're in their own gym. They hit their first couple of shots. I think things are going their way right now.
I wish you could see the eyes of Gabby Blackburn. It tells a lot of things. That was a no-look pass. I mean, this girl can do so many little things.
Just accept the regional health
like that.
And tell me if she does not remind you so much of her father playing days. Just that tenacity and that get after it.
Drive by Yancey.
Her mother was an excellent ball player as well.
I was just going to say, Miss Blackburn, please forgive me. I'm talking about you, too. 50-50 on the genetics, right, Gary? I think I got that right.
9 turnovers now against Hershey, or against Susquehanna Township, rather. 50.7 seconds to go in the first half. 30-9. The Trojans lead. They have looked tough so far. Now you see full court heat coming from Susquehanna Township. Waltman comes up to relieve the pressure.
No regrets. If only she parked in a garage.
Taylor Grace takes it to the basket, and it's going to be blocked, but
that was graceful.
You know, Taylor Grace's game is beginning to elevate a little bit. She's almost mimicking her counterpart in Blackburn, and when you get two people to go to the basket like they do, this is very effective. I've seen her game, Taylor Grace's game, really develop over the last 2 years on High School Sports Live.
Denise Pope called for the foul, her second, team 6th.
You know, Coach G on the other side of things, talking to me in pregame. One of the things he said, you know, he coached at Central Dauphin and at Hershey, and Gary said, I think this is 9 times on High School Sports Live. That might actually be a record for a coach. We have to check that.
We're going to have to roll out a varsity letter for him. So the first shot up and good by Grace, looking for the second one. And the second one's good as well.
Amazing.
I got it. So 32-9, 40.2 seconds to go in the half. Don't forget we have our Highmark halftime report coming up. Michael Bullock from Penn Live will be with us to talk a little about the boys game coming up next. Pope with a long shot, not going to go. Gaston with a rebound. Heat in the backcourt on Gaston from Lexi Weichert. So 24.7 seconds to go. He got Waltman wide open on the lob. Waltman up underneath and in. Waltman had nobody could help on her, and 4 points for Waltman.
Nice look.
That's the Jeff Thompson big man school right there. Did she not set that up the whole time, Jeff?
She had her. She had great position.
Ticking under 10 seconds now. Need to get this last shot off. Long look from the outside, and it's going to go. Knocks it down, does Peyton Alfonso, a 3. And we go to the half. It's 34-12. Your Highmark halftime report coming up next. Michael Bullock will be with us. We'll have your statistics at halftime here, sponsored by the Korea, and a lot more. All out ahead on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
HoffmanFord.com, turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Welcome back to our Highmark halftime report here at Hershey High School. It's 34-12 at the half. Hershey leads Susquehanna Township. We're very fortunate to be welcoming Michael Bullock from the Penn Live Patriot News here at half. And you read Mike's reports all the time. Mike, great to have you up here again. I only see you at every game during the year. I think in the state championships. How many years has it been now? Ever.
I don't want to give how old away or my age away. Excuse me.
I don't know who's worse, you or me, on that. Of course, Jeff Thompson here with us as well. This next game tonight is going to be an interesting one. Hershey's kind of had Susquehanna Township's number the last couple of years, and they had it in the first game this year.
Well, you know, they've won the last three matchups, you know, in this series, and you know, it's something that, you know, Paul's had Vince's number at this point, Paul Blackburn, and it'll be interesting to see. You know, Township has, you know, been one of those teams that when they really want to play and they're playing well, they're awfully difficult to beat.
And they're on a little bit of a win streak right now and looking more like the Township team that we saw last year that finished second in the state. Of course, they're leading the Keystone Division right now at 6-1. But there you have Bishop McDevitt also tied in there with them at 6-1. And then Cedar Cliff 4-2. We're going to see them on Friday night. Hershey at 4-3. So Hershey's still lurking back there and certainly has a chance. They're in control of a little bit of their destiny tonight, trying to get back in this race.
Well, it's a must-have for Hershey as far as that's concerned tonight, particularly here at home. And, you know, just the start of the second half, and if they can get this or could pinch this tonight, and they'd still have Cedar Cliff and McDevitt, you know, who knows what happens. And then if there's a four-way tie for the division, then they'll have to figure out who goes to the Mid-Penn tournament. So,
I mean, really a great division this year. You got four teams battling out there at the top. The Keystone may be one of the best divisions around.
It's been like that for a couple of years now. I mean, if you think back when Trinity was in this division last year, and there were 7 teams in the Keystone that ended up going to postseason play last year.
You're looking down at postseason play right now, and you start to size it up. Hershey 9th right now in 4A. You've got Susquehanna Township is 2. Bishop McDevitt's 1. I mean, the Mid-Penn represented very, very well so far, and Steel High right behind them at number 3 in AAA. So, I mean, you're seeing the Mid-Penn looking awfully strong this year.
Well, absolutely, and I mean, and that goes down to Class AA too, where you've got Camp Hill and Trinity. Well, Camp Hill is number 1 in the power rankings, and Trinity's struggling right now, but could be a factor later on because they are just absolutely enormous.
Well, and Larry always knows what he's doing in the playoffs, too. I mean, he can win a district championship and go in there with no wins almost, you think. Much like he did last year with a team that wasn't, you know, they went in with a losing record. They come out of there with a district championship. This next game is coming up tonight, very quickly. What do you see as the key in this game?
Well, I think the key is going to be obviously the backcourts again. I mean, Hershey will have Dylan Painter going, you know, nose up with all of those bigs up front for Susquehanna. But if Buddy Mack and Dejor Williams get going, like they're capable of getting going, I'm not sure Hershey has. You know, Sweeney can do what Sweeney does, but beyond that, that's a matchup issue right there. So
we're looking forward to watching the next one. I know you are too. Thanks, as always, for stopping by, Mike. Always appreciate it.
All right, Gary. Thank you.
Michael Bullock with Penn Live, and you can read all his stuff every day. Read his wrap-up of this game tomorrow. We'll be back right after this with your halftime stats on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hey, guys. Just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Croft also offers 24/7 job site support. Croft Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Register now. This year, Advanced Hoops is offering 3 levels of AAU basketball: Silver, Gold, and Team Pennsylvania National Showcase. 5th to 12th grade, join a championship level program. Register now, advancedhoops.com.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
Welcome back to your Highmark halftime report. It's 34-12 at the half. Hershey leads over Susquehanna Township. And your Capital Region Insurance Agency report, there you see the big number on the board, 34-12. But three-pointers even so far. Free throws, 6 out of 8 for Hershey, 1 of 6. That's been a tough one so far for Susquehanna Township at 8-5. And turnovers, that also has been a telling point. Jeff, we start the second half here. What do you do right now? I know what the score is, but forget that for a moment. What do you do right now if you're Susquehanna Township?
Well, I think you have to be ultra aggressive. You're down a lot. You just have to come after them and hope that your girls respond. Just let's get after them this half. Let's establish something.
Todd McCall, Hershey liking what they've seen so far.
Right, and I think all they need to do is handle that token pressure. Susquehanna's going to look to try to pick you up half court, maybe three-quarter court. Just get the ball in the right hands and stay hot. But, you know, for Susquehanna Township, what they're going to need to do is if they can cut this to half, if they can just hold Hershey to a single-digit quarter, they can be back in this game. And you know what? They kind of did that last game. Don't be surprised to see them make that little run.
Well, they got Hershey into that flurry of a full-court game, and I think Hershey's much more comfortable sitting in the half-court game, although they've shown us the ability to kind of run in a controlled way, Jeff.
They can push it up court, but everything centers around Gabby, so they need her to have the ball.
That's your Highmark halftime report. We start the second half here, 34-12, Susquehanna Township with the basketball. Back inside the parent, inside-outside basketball. Not going to go from Peyton Alfonso, and the rebound pulled down by Taylor Grace. You have another little Graceism you could throw in there?
Only before the meals.
Okay. And that is turnover number 6 now for Hershey. Been pretty good with the basketball so far.
They're looking inside. That's the second possession. They've got the ball into Perrin.
Looking to the baseline. Kick opposite. I mean, good stuff.
And look at the glass.
Throw-up shot that time by Lexi Weichert. And the foul called on the play. Willie Harris with the call.
That's not Peyton Manning. That's Peyton Alfonso.
Peyton Alfonso, as the foul is marked up on Delaney Price. Her third, team first of the second half. First shot up, no good. Off the hands of Peyton Alfonso. Peyton hit the 3 at the end of the first half. The only 3 in the game so far for Susquehanna Township. Grazes the iron here with the second one. And pulled down again by Delaney Price.
Their free throw woes continue.
There it is from the corner. Not going to go this time from Hannah Schrift, and picked off by Weichert. The good stuff that the Susquehanna Township is doing with sealing, good passes inside, just don't quite have the individual skills yet to finalize all of that. And when they get that, they're going to be awfully tough to beat. That's called summer work, right, Jeff?
That is. Well, look at that play right there by Miss Perrin.
Shalyn Perrin jumps in there. It's the 7th turnover against Hershey. Hard drive to the basket by Mazur and a foul call.
And Joya had a Gabby Blackburn imitation look. Look away, layup.
So Rebecca Waltman, her second foul. Team second of the second half. Deuces are wild. First shot up and good.
There you go.
So Joya Mazer finally in the book. Her first. And just missed the second off the front of the iron. 2 out of 10 with the free throw line for Susquehanna Township. Perrin trying to put it back, won't get it. Waltman with the rebound.
Perrin had a real strong rebound there.
Drift inside. Knocked away again. Another turnover against Hershey. They've got 8 now. Hard drive by Mazer. Mazer forcing the action here in the second half, going hard to the basket, which is what she does. Todd McCall.
Now that is the type of move that I've seen Joya take. Now you got to know something. Joya is definitely an unselfish player, but when she puts herself, squares herself, goes hard, I'm telling you, she could be that 15, 20-point scorer that you're looking for night in and night out.
That was a good slasher move. She slashed to the hole that time and made it happen.
Joya Mazer, 2 of 3 from the free throw line so far, and got some foul problems heating up here. Rebecca Waltman with 3. Delaney Price with 3 so far for Hershey. 3 team fouls in the second half, and the second one by Joya Mazer, up and good. And Mazer does something that nobody's done for Susquehanna Township tonight, make 2 in a row from the free throw line.
Oh, yeah.
So 34-15. And another turnover. So 3 straight turnovers as Randy Gambalungi's team starting the second half a little bit rust on there maybe.
And they're going to back into that 2-3 zone. Now, this is a little reminiscent of last time, the last matchup early in the season. Susquehanna gets on those little runs. They start playing some defense.
Oh, there was a turnover at the other end against Susquehanna Township. They have 10, and Randy Gambalungi says, let's take time out and get reorganized here, gang. You're watching High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
The Advanced Hoops basketball program has professional skill training. Advanced Hoops is unique as we offer professional point guard and dribbling with Gerald Jarman.
As a former point guard at the University of Richmond, I led one of the greatest upsets ever against Syracuse in 1991. I get more fulfillment out of teaching young athletes the things that I learned and the keys that I learned both in college and professionally.
Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He's helped many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level.
Welcome back to Hershey High School. There you see Randy Gambalungi. And he didn't like what he saw there. 3 straight turnovers. Todd McCall, you were over there in the huddle. What was he saying?
Well, he's talking about handling pressure. It's about winning. You've got to finish games, got to handle pressure, guys. Let's stay with what we do. That's what I heard. And on the other side of Susquehanna Township, they want to force the up-tempo. They said keep forcing the pressure.
That was a great move, but Gabby turned her ankle on that drive to the hole.
Gabby Blackburn with a hard move to the basket. How about the left hand there, guys, and then the kiss off the glass?
You know, she has struggled a little bit with some knee problems, and when you come down on an ankle, it's just not much you can do, guys. I know we've all felt that before.
Look at this move. There you see the eyes locating, cuts it off the glass. She's already grabbing the ankle there.
It looked as if on her move she came down with her foot a little gingerly and created that situation. I don't think there was any contact involved.
No, not at all.
You know, guys, a couple things I learned about the ankle from coaching and then playing, I know you guys too, is one of the things you can't do is not put pressure. You put pressure on it right away. It seems it breaks it up a little bit. It's not the most healthy thing to do, but you cannot take your shoe off. Then all of a sudden that thing explodes on you.
13 points in the game for Gabby Blackburn, but she's out of the game right now. We'll wait to see that developing story. Stolen away again. All the way to the basket. Taylor Gray says, I'll take up the slack. Thank you very much. She has 6 points.
Taylor moves right into the leading role, doesn't she?
I'm telling you, Taylor's more and more. She is developing her game, and she is becoming a very consistent player in the Keystone.
Boy, nice touch inside, and an easy bucket by Lauren Pettis again.
From Peyton Alfonso. Nice entry pass. Looked great on that one.
We're going to be calling Lauren Pettis' name many days to come on High School Sports Live, guys.
There's Schreff, not able to hook up this time, but rebounded by Rachel Graves.
I think she likes the south basket. She prefers the south basket.
So you got a foul called underneath. And the foul will be marked up. That's going to be on Peyton Alfon. Check that. That will be on Erin Yancey. That'll be her first, team first in the second half.
Yes, I can report. I just saw Gabby Blackburn run out of the locker room. Looks like she's able to put weight on it. Probably looks to check back into the game when needed.
Well, I'll tell you what, Taylor Gray says we don't need her right now. She just went in for another hard drive to bat. She's got 8 points.
Sign of a good, solid team. Maybe this is when Hershey makes that run they need to qualify for district play.
They have a couple really nice guard scorers.
Janice Pope going to the basket. Janice Pope not able to get it to go. Trying to get on top of the offensive rebound. Grabs it. Has it tied up. Throws it out of bounds. And the ball belongs to Hershey. 12th turnover of the game now for the Indians. 40-17 with 3:37 to go here in the third quarter. And, you know, you got to give that guy a lot of credit. Terrence Clark Sr. He's got his kids playing hard this time of the year. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and talk more about that on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
Welcome back to Hershey High School, and there you see the Susquehanna Township bench and Terrence Clark Sr. And Jeff Thompson, I know you want to make a point about Terrence Clark because he brings something really extra good to this program.
Well, it's interesting. He's been the long-time ninth grade football coach for Township. He's been very successful, and you would think that he would bring a measure of infuse some aggressiveness to these girls.
I think when you see that man-to-man defense, that starts to explain a little bit of that, because these girls are playing hard. I mean, right now their record not that great this time of the year, and they're still playing really, really hard. And as we said earlier, up in your grill, as you see right here. You see Gaston feeling a little bit of that heat as the 10th turnover now marked up against the Trojans.
And you know, one thing for Susquehanna Township, these girls are playing for future spots, Coach Thompson. You know that. I mean, regardless of the record, these girls, these younger girls in particular, are saying, look, I'm getting an opportunity. But, hey, I want to take an opportunity to mention some history of Susquehanna Township. Coach, you might know 79-81 state championship girls with Stacy Dean and Harriet Janakovich. What a great,
well, you know why I know that is I pointed to our Trinity girls before we had won anything. I said, when we went over to Susquehanna Township, I said, see at that banner? That's what we won in our gym. I said, if you can win the districts, I'll get you one of those banners.
Ref misses a shot, rebounded by Susquehanna Township, yanked out of there by Alexis Sipta. And, of course, in one of those years, the girls and the boys won in the same year.
1981, I think it was, the same year under Coach Gaffney and Janakovich. Miss Janakovich had two. They called her Miss J, is what the girls referred to her as.
Harriet. Hey, Joy, a nice finish inside.
So the stick back there, attempt by Mazer. Foul will be on number 24, Michaela Audie.
And you're right, Todd. There's a rich tradition with Susquehanna Township girls basketball.
So Mazer converts both. And it's 40-18.
It's good to see Blackburn back in the game and looking like she's having no ill effects right now on that ankle.
Mazer has markedly improved the free throw shooting for Susquehanna Township. Here she's got 4 in a row in the second half. That's the 11th turnover now against the Trojans.
But Gabby moved pretty well on that. I guess it was a well-turned ankle.
You mentioned about the Dean name, of course, Brian Dean, and I think there was a guy named Greg Mostyn that played for Susquehanna Township during that time.
Yeah, Greg Mostyn and Dean, and what a great family. And Stacy Dean's the leading scorer, followed by her brother Brian Dean, who played at Penn State. Stacy also a Penn State basketball player.
Greg Mostyn, I was working for Towson University then. We tried to recruit him a little bit. Shot is up and good by Rachel Gross. She's got 4 points. Susquehanna Township back on it. And you're going to get a little bit of happy feet that time. So 14th turnover of the game now for the Indians.
Gary, you were talking to me about the upcoming district playoffs and how we look. I know we talked about the boys at halftime, but our mid-Penn girls look pretty good too.
Well, you look at this division, and Palmyra leading the pack in districts right now, leading this division already. Undefeated so far.
They're a Quad A team, as is CD East, Mechanicsburg, and Cumberland Valley.
12th turnover there for Hershey. Major really taking the ball and going with it here in the second half. And Major's got 6 points in this quarter. 42-20. They steal it back again. Nice defense. And Todd, that was right down in front of you.
Well, I switched ends, unfortunately, but
sorry, I was looking
that's all right. I've been down there all night.
We're going to start calling you Blur.
I tell you. I wanted to get a perspective down here defensively. I like to change up a little bit with the time, but Gary, it's not your fault. I did move. But you do get it right in your living room here when you're down on the baseline.
I would say Joy is having a major effect on this game right now.
Major effect is right, and that's the foul on Delaney Price. That'll be her 4th foul. She's going to be out of the game.
Yeah, Joy has seemed to hit her switch here, guys, in the second half.
Dangerous pass.
Sipped it to Pope. That drive by Pope. Nice move by Pope. Boy, I'll tell you, they're showing you something here in the second half. Denise Pope in for 2, her first deuce of the game.
Gary, that's what I was kind of talking about. You've got to take it to the hole when you're down.
Another turnover against Hershey. 14 in the game now. Here comes Yancey. Yancey puts it up and good. So here's that little run you were talking about, Todd. We get a timeout on the floor. It's 42-24, 18-point lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Navarro and Wright has been serving the Harrisburg area for 18 years as a leader in civil engineering specializing in water supply and treatment, wastewater systems, land development, land surveying and mapping, and much more. For more information, call 717-441-2216. Danette Bartholomew is the official photographer for High School Sports Live and is the owner of Legacy Images. Call 717-979-5322 if you want her professional services.
A little bit of life right now from Susquehanna Township, and it's forced Randy Gamble. I'm going to go back to that board, and he said, hey, girls, too many turnovers right now. 14. Let's go to Todd McCall. He's been over in that huddle and checking it out.
Yeah, you know, once a coach, always a coach. Coach G just talking about, look, let's handle the ball. Let's finish this game the way we need to finish, and too easy on defense. He's like, you're letting them penetrate right down the lane, no help side. And we talk about people at home, help side, you've got to slowly come in and offer some help to pinch in the middle of that lane so that they cannot get that easy penetration. And Susquehanna went down 3 straight times on penetration, guys.
Well, Todd, the very first and cardinal rule of the game is to stop the ball, and they haven't done that.
So here comes Hershey, and Susquehanna Township is going to try to stop the ball. They are really turning it up right now. Red hot at the moment, like their uniforms. Get it back in the hands of Blackburn. Look at the defense. Just really, really up in your face, daring you to go by. Got double team at the baseline.
Nice trap.
And stolen away again, and you're going to get a hold in the backcourt.
You know, you kind of get a feeling you're beginning to see the future game plan for Susquehanna Township, trapping the corners.
So we talked about at the top of the show tonight that you're taking a look at the future. Foul's going to be marked up on Taylor Grace. That'll be her first. Team 6th.
Hershey coming back with a 2-2-1 press to give him a little bit of taste of medicine.
And you kind of got the impression that Coach Clark said, hey, girls, start taking it to the rack, get it to the front of the iron, because we're seeing that over and over again. That's the theme here in the third quarter.
And you're right, Gary. That's the difference right now.
Be aggressive. Go to the hole. And they beat that press with impunity that time.
With impunity, I like that. The word of the night. Look at Mazur going hard to the basket. Fouled again. Mazur makes you have to play her, and Grace did and fouled her. Second foul on Grace. 7th team foul, so Mazur goes back to the line where she is 5 of 6 there so far tonight, the last 4 in a row. 7 points in the game for Joya Mazur. Mazur up and off the front of the iron. And I should have never mentioned the last 4 in a row, should I?
Gary, you jinxed her. That was a flat-out jinx.
And there goes sleep again tonight, guys.
The broadcast jinx. It happens all the time.
I know. She'll make this one up.
How about that?
Good shooters don't miss 2 in a row. Checking back into the game will be Rachel Groves. And check it out.
Joya.
Cassie Zuge.
Joya's out of the game, and she gave us a great quarter.
Joya Mazur this quarter with 7 points. 8 in the game. And there's a foul on the baseline. A foul against Lexi Weichert. And one of the things you're seeing this half is a team that is playing without putting their hands on bodies so much.
That's only their 2nd team foul.
Susquehanna Township really playing it very nicely with their feet. This time the foul will be marked up against Alexis Sipta.
Alexis challenged Gabby.
9.6 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 42-25. We got a little bit more of a basketball game, guys. 17 points. And Todd, you were saying about cutting the lead down. Here's Hershey trying to close the quarter with a bucket. Blackburn has it. A great defense. And a great block as well. Block at the end of the quarter by Lauren Pettis, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 42-25. We head to the 4th. Hershey leads. High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Back after this.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
We head to the 4th quarter on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. We got ourselves a game, 42-25. Susquehanna Township making some noise there in the 3rd quarter. Todd McCall, you were in the huddle in Susquehanna Township. What were they saying?
You know, they've been saying the same thing, keep the pressure up. Just stay up, keep Gabby out of the lane, and that's kind of what they're doing right now. They're keeping all the Trojans out of the lane.
With the old 4 corners here, guys. North Carolina fame. Oh, another block. This one from Pope. Joya Mazur on the run. Mazur gets it taken away. 15th turnover. Blackburn goes up. Blackburn's fouled by Yancey. So Blackburn going hard to the basket. Yancey fouling her. No free layups.
Gabby had a layup in mind when she stole the ball on the baseline.
13 points in the game now for Gabby Blackburn. First shot up and good.
She has a very nice touch.
So nice that she's 5 for 5 in the lines thus far tonight. Second one up and good.
Very nice rotation on her shot.
15 points in the game now for Gabby Blackburn, and the 2-2-1 press coming back for Hershey. Hershey feeling the heat right now. They're putting their own brand of heat back out. And the foul against Rebecca Waltman, and that'll be her 4th.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they had to resort to the press again, isn't it?
Yeah, no more sitting back in the zone. They're coming out and being a little more aggressive now. You see a bunch of Hershey guys looking pretty tough there for that second game. Yancey, no good from the line.
Well, Pettis.
So the foul. Will be marked up again, and this time it's going to be against Taylor Grace, and that's her 3rd. So the foul's mounting up right now here, and unfortunately, Susquehanna Township not able to do a lot with it as Pettis misses the free throw. She'll get one more.
That was a very nice rebound that she procured.
Second one up off the back of the iron. Rebound inside, not going to go. Pettis has it again. Pettis puts it back up. Won't go again. Pettis fighting for the rebound. And with Taylor Grace. And the ball will stay with Susquehanna Township. Tell you what, they're aggressive, Jeff.
That was a flurry, and it looked like there were 5 Dennis Rodmans out there.
I tell you, looking at the potential this team has, especially in Pettis, look at her just staying with it. Just staying with it. If she learns to finish, she's going to be so tough in the mid-zone. Look out, Keystone. Pettis is a big timer coming up.
That was 6 or 7 offensive rebounds.
Good job. Major was in there. And, of course, Pope was in there. And Pope will go to the line for 2, as that's the 4th foul now on Grace. 3 players with 4 fouls for Hershey, and they're very fortunate at the moment that Susquehanna Township is missing free throws because they're having a lot of time to score here without time running off the clock.
The Lakers had a guy called George Mikan. You remember Mikan and Mikan drills. You just like to take a little Mikan drills on the side with a couple of the girls inside and just get them fine-tuned around the basket, Jeff Thompson.
That's all you have to do. Footwork, footwork, and footwork.
Well, you talk about old references. That was when the Lakers were in Minneapolis. A lot of people never knew the Lakers were in Minneapolis before they went to L.A.
They used to say, take a jump rope out for the big guys.
Speed, quickness with the feet.
Oh, Gastic going hard in the basket. Blocked out of there again by Major. I think that Pope, rather. You know, you think about, you guys mentioned George Mikan, and everybody knows about Mikan drills in practice where you go right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Mikan was considered a big guy at that time. What was he, about 6'9", 6'10"?
Yeah,
he was a large man.
But compared to today, you know, he might be an okay forward on a lot of college teams. Stolen away. 17th turnover now against Susquehanna Township. The foul line and turnovers have really hurt the Indians. Long look by Schrift, and she knocks it down and restores a little bit of order. Hannah Schrift, 11 points in this one tonight.
What a touch she has. She just throws it right in.
She's been nothing but a spark, guys.
She gets some consideration tonight for our Hoffman Ford Player of the Game, I would think.
I'm going to throw one in there early right now, guys. I'm going to throw it in there early.
So Hannah Schrift, just when her team maybe needed it, they sensing that Susquehanna Township keeping the heat on. There was still 6:02 left in the game, and you've got 3 girls with 4 fouls. Waltman, Price, and Grace, all with 4 fouls for Hershey. Good rebound by Perrin, and a foul will be called on Blackburn. That'll be Gabby's second foul. And the team 10th.
I tell you what, I'd like to just, I would love to just rewind Blackburn going up the court. I just want to give a little tiny 20-second, not even 3-second lesson. The hesitation dribble on the left side. You see her, guys? She created that layup even though she missed it. The hard stop. Go stop. It's like an engine stop and going. And that right there draws the defense, and she's so hard to guard. Jeff, she does little things, does she not? The little things that doesn't show up all the time.
Well, that's summer practice, that's fall practice. She's worked on those moves. She's been in the gym.
So if I'm a young lady at home, Gary Sutton, I'm watching, I'm going, you know what? I just picked up something there on that left side hesitation dribble.
Perrin misses both 7 of 19 from the line for Susquehanna Township, and that plus the 17 turnovers have caused them to be down right now by 22.
They're very willing. They just have shot themselves in the foot a couple times.
Long look from Blackburn off the back of the iron, tapped out of there. Controlled by Hershey. Another shot by Blackburn, not going to go. Weicker with the rebound. 5:24 to go, 47-25. The Lady Trojans lead. Don't forget we have a great men's game coming up right after this. And it means something to Keystone. Hard drive by Yancey, not going to go. Yanked out by Delaney Price. Tell you what, guys, it's been an enjoyable game to watch. These two teams really kind of showing their wares a bit again. And just some of the turnovers here and there. That's a 16th turnover now against Hershey. What a great pass.
Wow, nice execution.
Great touch off by Vaughn, and she gets it over to Alfonso for the score. Stolen away by Susquehanna Township. Wait, it's those kind of things, Todd McCall, that you really like. You said about looking to the future. There's the future right before you.
Yeah, and you can see that, and I know the coaching staff at Susquehanna knows that. These girls are playing hard. Now, when you're down 20 and you're not playing hard, then that's one thing where you go, hey, you know what? We've got to find something. We've got to find a spark. But there's a lot of young ladies on this squad that are going to develop into great basketball players.
And I think their man-to-man has stymied Gabby somewhat. She was awfully comfortable against the zone. Awfully comfortable.
And can I say, guys, quickly, I stand corrected in what I would do defensively with Susquehanna Township. I was thinking in my head that I might even consider tonight a boxing one on Gabby. But they are a better man-to-man team. So you know what? I'm not right as Monday morning quarterback, guys.
So Erin Yancey makes 2 for the free throw line. She's got 6 points in the game. Lead back down to 18. Still lots of time. 4:33 to go, and another throwaway from Hershey. They have really had a lot of turnovers here in the second half. They've got 18 now in the game.
But that's about evened up, hasn't it?
Actually, they're one more than Susquehanna Township, who has come back to 17.
A very interesting statistic, because early in the game they owned that zone. They were comfortable and passing the ball and shooting.
They're getting back into it now and kind of hanging on here for the moment as Susquehanna Township. Ball's going to be passed, kicked out of bounds. Will stay with the Indians.
And you know, here's what that zone does. It shortens the game. And I know that's what Coach G is doing. He's shortening that game. It's more passes. Emery Cook was a doctor at that, knowing when to shorten games, controlling games, and using the zone to run some time off that clock.
Another good look from Peyton Alfonso. Won't go, and Blackburn with the basketball.
That was actually a nice step-through move by her.
There's your hesitation, pick up, scoop through.
Blackburn just going to the basket now. Ball's going to be on the baseline. No shot involved.
Her game equates to the next level at the college level for many reasons. But the biggest reason is all those little fundamental things she does with the dribble.
2 fouls on Weichert. Hard drive. Not going to go from Grace.
Here they go.
From Susquehanna Township. Vaughn with the basketball. Tipped out of bounds by Gaston. The Indians will keep it. So guys, start to cast your vote here for the Hoffman Ford Player of the Game. Todd, I think we have yours already, right?
I'm thinking you're with me there.
Okay, all right. Who do you have, Jeff?
Well, I've got a toss-up right now between the hot shooting of a super sub and the point guard work early in the game from Gabby.
There you go. So lots to do here yet, as Perrin's going to go back to the line. And that is going to be the 5th foul on Delaney Price. So she fouls out of the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Perrin hits 18 straight foul shots and they win, she's my MVP.
Cassie Zuge is in there. So here's Perrin at the line. Perrin's first shot is up and no good.
I mean, can I say this, though, guys? I know we don't give honorable mention game players of the game, but there's a lot of girls on this Trojans. They went out like it looks like they might. There's a lot of girls, and Taylor Grace and a couple of them, that really deserve an opportunity to be player of the game because they've really had the hot hands tonight.
They have.
Perrin with 6 points down. 17-point lead. You're going to have a push out front, though.
Taylor Grace handling very well.
The foul will be marked up on Alexis Sipta, her 3rd, team 6th against the Indians. No quitting the Indians, though. They're down by 17 and 3:32 to go. outside to Waldman. Waldman throws it away. 19th turnover against the Trojans.
The dreaded TL.
Here goes Weichert. Weichert just with a little hesitation had a walk there. And turnover number 18 for the Indians. So 19 turnovers for Hershey, 18 for the Indians. They're back in that hard man-to-man pressure.
If she could have come to a jump stop, it would have been a great play.
Coach, we think alike. I was just going to say, that jump stop works right there. Just jump stop it and dump it.
How about this?
For the back door to Grace. Grace underneath. Beautiful pass from Grace. And he hooks up with Zugay for her first 2 points. Cassie Zugay, a freshman, into the game there. .251 to go. Perrin trying to go up strong. Hershey saves it.
A lot of hustle still, number 14, Lexi Weichert. You got to like the effort the freshman's giving.
And you're going to get a foul again.
Gabby earned that one. That was a good defensive play and better offense.
Lexi Weichert with her third foul. It'll be a one-on-one now. Gabby Blackburn heads back to the line. Blackburn has been perfect for the line so far tonight. And I did it again, didn't I?
You're a powerful announcer.
I don't know. I don't feel bad about that.
Deflection by Blackburn.
.15 points in the game, by the way, for Blackburn. Oh, nice
really
little
nice
touch. Head and shoulders fake. Nice touch from Peyton Alfonso.
She squared up and just stroked it.
Alfonso with 7 points. 2 minutes to play. Blackburn backdoor. Zugay. Boy, the freshman make a nice back cut and a good pass from Blackburn.
Looks like she has a nose to score, too.
I'm only laughing because from a basketball perspective, Blackburn's getting hounded by Weichert, which she's doing a great job, but still manages as a sly fox to hit a backdoor cut. You understand how big of a basketball play that is.
Hoffman MVP.
It's just hard to argue with what she does. She gets so many people involved.
Alexa sipped her fourth foul, by the way, and Zugay misses her first. She'll get one more. Zugay with 3 points off the bench. 1:57 to go. My vote tonight goes for Blackburn. Everything good has gone through her hands for the most part. She got 15 points, but numerous assists.
Well, it's a team game, so you like to think that everyone contributed a lot.
Oh, they really did. Emma Winter in there now. Brand new jersey in. Michaela Audie. Another cut from Zugay. There goes Audie. It's going to stay with Hershey. 1:19 to go. So, Todd, your vote for tonight's Hoffman Ford Player of the Game?
These are the times to try men's souls.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, it's like Thomas Paine down here. Yeah.
Thomas Paine wasn't very well thought of at the end of his life.
I tell you what, I would have liked to have been the tiebreaker tonight. It's hard to argue with what Blackburn does on the floor. She does all these little things that gets people involved. But, honorable mentions go out to Schrift and Grace tonight.
Yep. No question about it. And the bucket is going to be good from Janice Pope. And Janice Pope.
A nice left-handed slash to the hole.
Guys, this is a great thing to do, though. You can argue over kids working hard, and how many games do we go in High School Sports Live where we have a lot of people that we could vote for from hustle. We see it every night.
Yes. Look at this. Zugay again, the freshman making a nice move, a nice block as well by Pope, who's had a good game defensively as well. And then Zugay will be called for the foul in the backcourt. So 1 minute to play. We'll have our Hoffman Ford Player of the Game. We'll also have our Pac Financial Play of the Game still coming out ahead in our Hoffman Ford post-game wrap-up. As the first shot is up and no good off the hands of Erin Yancey. Boy, she played some defense tonight. She's worked very hard. Yancey's second one up and good. Yancey with 7 points, 50-35, closest that Susquehanna Township has gotten. There's Zuge. And the ball's going to get thrown away from Hershey, and we'll go back to Susquehanna Township with 45.3 seconds to go. And I'll tell you what, you look at Susquehanna Township tonight, you take away the 18 turnovers, Todd, and you take away their free throw shooting tonight, and this game is this game's pretty tight.
It's a tight game. A lot to be optimistic about when you're wearing the red and white. And Hershey, for Hershey tonight, they go 6-6. They're getting themselves back in playoff pictures, trying to make that fine tune. Exactly. Susquehanna is just winning positions, winning things. A lot to learn in every game.
Well, I think they learned a lot today, and they're a man-to-man team.
Back inside to Perrin. Perrin up strong and good.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Great move inside by Shalyn Perrin. Perrin with 8 points as well, and tied up in the backcourt. The ball belonged to Susquehanna Township. That is the 20th turnover against Hershey tonight.
I think Coach G is going to have to talk about that after the game. Sometimes you win a game and you're not really all that happy.
Into the game for the first time for the Indians, Dominique Watson, a guard.
Dominique Watson was one of the best powder puff girls football players I've ever seen. She was on a competitive team, AAU team, and threw for over 1,000 yards as an 8th grader, guys. No, this girl can play football.
And that is it, 50-37, an entertaining game here. Hershey's going to walk out with the win. We'll come back and talk more about it on our Hoffman Ford post-game report, and we'll give you our Hoffman Ford player of the game. All out ahead here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I know what you're thinking. This is that little Charlie Fortney again. But this is a whole new year. I spent more time with my teammates working on dribbling with Gerald. He's amazing. Shooting with my dad. He doesn't miss. And passing. And 5-on-5 concepts are really fun. It's all coming together. What do you say, guys? Advanced Hoops.
High School Sports Live is sponsored in part by The Patriot News, powered by PennLive.com, and by Keystone Tax Associates, a specialized sales and use tax consulting business, and by Sports Recruiters, your vehicle for sports success, sportsrecruiters.com. Okay, let's see what you got.
Living Well with a Disability is a free source for anyone with any type of disability. We provide countless resources and endless opportunities to live your best.
I really am living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
HoffmanFord.com, turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Welcome back to our Hoffman Ford post-game report, and we are going to take it right down to the baseline to Todd McCall with our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Todd?
Hey, thank you, Gary. I'm here with Gabby Blackburn. She is no stranger to being the Hoffman Ford player of the game. Gabby, tonight you did a lot of little things. Saw a little injury, came back in the game, but you got Schrift going and Taylor Grace going tonight. Talk about a little bit about your penetration and how you get others involved.
Taylor Grace is a great penetrator, and Hannah, she's known to be an amazing shooter. She doesn't need to look at it, it'll go in.
I got to get it clean.
So I think getting them open was like a key goal for this game to win.
All right, you guys come back to 6-6. You're in the toughest girls division, arguably one of the toughest in the state of Pennsylvania. 6-6 now. What are some things you're going to have to do to surprise some of these Keystone teams so you stay in that district hunt?
We're going to have to continue to be working hard because there are some really good teams in the the division that we're in, but just teamwork. We have to trust each other because we struggled with that in the beginning, but I think we're beginning to trust each other and know how we play with each other, and everyone's strengths are really coming out.
Last question, Gabby. Tonight I was giving a lot of credit to Dad. I said, you and Dad's game from the old school days in the 80s are so similar. You're tenacious, you get after it. But I felt bad for Mrs. Blackburn. Can you tell, and because genetics is 50-50 from what I remember, can you tell, your mom was a great player too. Can you tell me what you gained from Mom? Because Mom needs to hear this too.
My mom taught me how to use my left hand, and I use that quite a lot. So.
Oh, and you had that hesitation dribble tonight. Use that little hesitation to get to the basket. It's one of your favorite sides.
Yeah, left, I like left, yeah.
All right. Gabby, you're our Hoffman Ford Player of the Game, and tonight, one more thing I got to ask you to do. What's your next game coming up, and what do you guys need to do to win that one?
Cedar Cliff, and just teamwork. Got to keep playing together and hopefully get that win so we can continue up and maybe make districts.
All right, Gabby Blackburn, guys, are our Hoffman Ford Player of the Game. Hey, next time, Gary, let me try something different. Why don't you just let Gabby ask us the question? She's been here so many times. Back to you, Gary.
Yeah, twice this year so far. And she spoke about the left hand from her mom. Let's take a look at our PAC Financial Play of the Game because it happens to involve Gabby Blackburn's left hand. And thank you, Mom. Gabby Blackburn in for the little touch off the glass and Def Thompson. You give Mom credit for that one, right?
I think you have to give her a lot of credit. She was probably, she did play at a high level.
Very quickly, run down the scoring. You talked about a little help from her friends tonight. Rachel Groves with 4 points. Taylor Grace had 8. Gabby had 15. You had 11 points for Hannah Schrift off the bench tonight. Absolutely outstanding.
Fantastic.
Rebecca Walton with 4 on the other side. Peyton Alfonso with 8. You had Shalyn Perrin with 8. Erin Yancey had 7. Janice Pope had 4. Joya Mazer with 8 points. And Lauren Pettis with 4. Good balanced scoring there tonight and a good comeback for Susquehanna Township. Final thoughts.
Coach Clark had them going at the end. As a coach, all you really want is for your kids to play hard, and they did.
Well, Jeff, it's great working with you. Todd, with you as well. And we thank all of you out there. Thank you to the Vicar crew tonight. Did a great job. And Kevin, our producer. We're going to take a break between games. And when we come back, Charlie Fortney is going to be sitting down with Dave Kerr of AT&T about a very special program you won't want to miss. And don't forget, our next broadcast right after the next game is coming up on Thursday. We'll tell you more about that later. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I know what you're thinking. This is that little Charlie Fortney again. But this is a whole new year.
We're going to do a...
I spent more time with my teammates.
You're coming to the table for this interview with Dave Kerr, right, guys?
With Gerald, he's amazing.
I definitely want to get a face shot of Dave being interviewed. Okay.
He doesn't miss.
Okay, and then we'll take a quick break and come back for the pregame at the table. Correct?
Are really fun.
All right, we'll keep it all at the table.
Together. What do you say, guys? Advanced hoops.
High School
Dave,
Sports
can you
Live
hear?
is sponsored in part by the Patriot News.
What is your actual title at AT&T?
Regional Vice President,
External Affairs.
A specialized sales and use tax consulting business, and by Sports Recruiters, your vehicle for sports success. SportsRecruiters.com.
1 minute.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Hey, Kev. There's 9 minutes.
Living
They
Well
are going
with
to do
a
a national
Disability
anthem.
is a free
Just so you know,
source
they are
for
doing a
anyone with
national
any
anthem,
type
so
of disability.
Our
We
pregame's
provide
probably
countless
going to be
resources and
short,
endless
but our
opportunities
break in
to live
between
your
might want to be a
best.
little shorter so we can.
Living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
We're back. at the Hershey Trojans, getting ready to play Susquehanna Township, the boys game. We've been waiting for that. But before that, as they're warming up, we have a special interview with Dave Kerr, the Vice President of External Affairs from AT&T. Dave, your company has brought a very important promotion to High School Sports Live. The promotion helps a lot of students have an awareness of not texting and driving. Talk about the It Can Wait campaign and how important that is to AT&T and the community.
Sure. AT&T has been involved supporting It Can Wait and encouraging parents and students not to text and drive for literally about 5 years now, and it's very important. It's a message that we take to heart. We really need to encourage. It's really a sea change among all drivers that texting is very dangerous and that it can wait.
And I'll tell you what, it's very tempting. I know viewers at home who drive, it's tempting for me as a driver not to want to get back to somebody. And, I find myself pulling off to the side of the road, but I also find myself saying, why can't this wait till I get to work? Like, why is society making me feel, but it's really not. It's me doing that. And I think that's what the kids have to understand too, is that it can wait. And I don't know if you saw this earlier, but Brandy said almost the entire JV girls basketball team for Susquehanna went out and signed that pledge. Now, hopefully for those girls, I'm not sure how many of the JV girls are driving, but at least they're preparing for that. So how do you feel about the awareness coming right into the schools at these sporting events? How do you think that plays out for AT&T?
It's important. I mean, we spend time going to schools, talking to students, assemblies, high school basketball games. I always love to go to a high school basketball game. But it's more than that. I mean, it's also important we reach out to the parents. Our CEO, when he's in front of Wall Street, investors, he leaves that message behind as well. So it's also important we not just talk to the students, but whether you may have a kid in a car seat in the back or someone in the back that's watching a parent text and drive. It's a message that we can all take to heart. It's nothing that can't wait till you get to your destination.
Well, one foundation that's close to home is the Orange for Owen Foundation. The Brzezinski family sponsors that, and they work very hard. They're a family that their kids they've gone through McDevitt High School, and so that's one foundation that's doing positive things. And so we're really appreciative that High School Sports Live can have AT&T encouraging us and supporting us to do that in the lobbies and on the announcements at each game.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have you back for another broadcast. It's going to be some of the championship games. Great. So we appreciate having you do this. This is Dave Kerr from AT&T. We'll be back for the pregame with Gary Sutton, Tom McCall, just in a little bit. Susquehanna Hershey.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her two boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
No regrets.
If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened, at rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today, because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance. The Advanced Hoops basketball program has professional skill training. Advanced Hoops is unique as we offer professional point guard and dribbling with Gerald Jarman.
As a former point guard at the University of Richmond, I led one of the greatest upsets ever against Syracuse in 1991. I get more fulfillment out of teaching young athletes the things that I learned and the keys that I learned, both in college and professionally.
Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He's helped many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level.
Another big one tonight in the Keystone Division of the Mid-Penn Conference. It's Susquehanna against Hershey. Susquehanna Township coming into Hershey tonight. Susquehanna Township at 11-3 on the season, 6-1 in the division, tied at the top of the Keystone with Bishop McDevitt. On the other side is a Hershey team, 4-3, but they have had the number of the Indians so far. The last 3 meetings have all gone Hershey's way, and they are at home here tonight, hoping to pick it up and get back into that race to the Keystone. They are right now at 8-4 and sitting 9th in District 3. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me is Charlie Fortney and Todd McCall. And guys, I get excited about this game every time I come into this gym. We're over at Susquehanna Township, where we saw Hershey dismantle the Indians earlier this year. Charlie, when you talk about Susquehanna Township, you got to start with Nehemiah Bud Mack.
Absolutely, but let's say that he has a supporting partner out front in DeJour Williams, who's dropped some big numbers this year. But I do like the way you started out, Gary. If these two young men can mix blood together and just be bond, and I heard Todd talking to DeJour about this before the game, encourage them teamwork. Naturally, you're a teacher over there. You get an unfair advantage with that relationship. But if those guys can work as a team, it's going to be very hard to beat Susquehanna as the season progresses. We saw them peak last year. They have a chance to peak this year, but three in a row for Hershey coming in hot. Susquehanna looked good. Mike Bullock said against Emmaus on Sunday at Steel High, this could be a good one.
And Todd, when you want to go out and paint a masterpiece, you need a good painter, don't you? And on the side of Hershey, you got a guy named Dylan Painter.
Well, Dylan Painter was a difference in that last game, and it wasn't so much about what he does off the glass scoring. It's the big arms. It's adjusting shots. Susquehanna Township got in foul trouble in that first game. You remember, Gary, they went to the bench, and Dylan, that's where he gets real effective. If you can get one up on you, put one of your big guys on the bench, that's how they won that last game. But I want to say one thing. Bud Mack, he's about 46 points away from 1,000 points. Joe Marshall very close. He's about 60 away. So 2 special events coming up for those two guys. But more importantly, Hershey has had Susquehanna Township's number, guys. It's 4 in a row. You have to look back to the record books to the last time we have said 4 straight.
And with 2 teams of this caliber, I agree.
Huge game out in front of us in the Keystone Division of the Mid-Penn. It's going to be coming your way right after this on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
I know what you're thinking. This is that little Charlie Fortney again. But this is a whole new year. I spent more time with my teammates working on dribbling with Gerald. He's amazing. Shooting with my dad. He doesn't miss. And passing. And 5-on-5 concepts are really fun.
It's all coming together. What do you say, guys?
Advanced Hoops.
HoffmanFord.com, turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Welcome back to Hershey High School. There you see the starters for Susquehanna Township. DeJour Williams, Bud Mack, 44 points away from 1,000. Quentin Ward, Joe Marshall, and Roman Letterlow. On the other side for Hershey, Wilson, number 3, Breyer 20, Rao at 23, Sweeney at 25, outstanding shooter from the outside, and Dylan Painter, the 6'10 guy on the inside. And we're getting ready here for our national anthem in just a moment. Your officials for tonight, Brett Lawson, Brad Yingst, and Joe Spangler. 3 veterans for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for our national anthem. We are just about ready to get this one underway here at Hershey High School, Susquehanna Township against Hershey here tonight. Todd McCall, you're on the baseline. Final thoughts before we start this one up. A huge game tonight in the Keystone.
I think just the excitement that's building in the air. Gary, you can kind of already feel it already. Hershey's bringing the crowd tonight.
And Charlie, you look at this Susquehanna Township team, a team that has had a tough time with Hershey so far. Quentin Ward was saddled with foul problems the last game. It's going to be important for him to stay on the floor this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think tonight, Taylor Sweeney has to have another. We know what Dylan Painter's going to do. Sweeney has to have another big game for Hershey to have an opportunity to win this game, because I think Susquehanna is just, I like their demeanor in warm-ups. I think they're ready for this one.
Sweeney had 18 in the last one, including 4 threes. So a huge one tonight here as Ward getting ready to jump it up against Painter. And we open up the battle, and Hershey controls it right out of the gate.
And guys, I saw a much more focused Bud Mack and Dejor Williams in pregame. They just know what this game's about tonight.
Painter underneath, easy pass down there, and hooks it up with Matt Breyer for 2. The big guy shows he can pass the basketball.
Matt Breyer, guys, Charlie, might have been the MVP last game, actually. The little things he does.
Well, he had a big basket to bring him back after being down, but Painter is the full package, guys.
The gate here in a 2-3 zone for Hershey. Bud Mack had a tough time last game getting on track early. Important for him to get on track tonight right away. Good look from the outside, and knocking it down is Joe Marshall.
Joe Marshall acquiring a lot of attention from the colleges lately, and I can see why. I mean, there's a guy that can go outside to 15, strong enough at 6'3" to take you inside.
Had 16 points the last time they played. Here's Painter back inside again.
Painter using the tension he's drawn to set up his teammates. Smart, very smart.
And all the guards staying in motion, too, so nobody can really double back on him. And they let it wide open for the freshman out there, and he buries it. Long shot from Jake Wilson, 9th grader. He's got 3. 5-2 rather, Hershey.
2 assists for Painter.
And Jake Wilson had a nice game last time, too, hitting that little consistent jumper.
And Painter changing the shot there. But good job by Ward of getting back up on the board and putting it away. Quentin Ward with the touch off the glass.
A lot of people tuning in, more importantly, to this game tonight, guys, just for the storyline. It's a storyline game, if I call it anything.
That's 4 around the post here, basically. Everybody is in motion around Painter.
Susquehanna moving very well defensively right now, guys.
Painter does a great job of pinning right there, going up strong. Blocked away nicely by Letterlow. And then the steal.
Well, Painter did everything right until he put that ball on the floor with the quick Bud Mack.
Mack lost it, but there was Ward running the floor again, putting it in. And boy, I'll tell you what, you watch Quentin Ward, he looks fired up. He was on the bench most of last game. He's got something to prove tonight.
Well, and they got to make Painter work tonight.
Looks round to Sweeney. Sweeney with that long look, but not going to go.
You know, guys, as we mentioned earlier, this January game has a lot of things. Mid-Penn Keystone Division 6-1, Susquehanna Township 6-1, McDevitt. But more importantly, Hershey is number 9 in 4A in District 3. Number 2 in 3A is Susquehanna Township. So this game has a lot more than just a Keystone battle.
You're absolutely right. All kinds of things on the line here tonight. Paul Blackburn, the coach on the side for Hershey. On the other side, of course, you have Vince Rogers. Vince Rogers, 177-64 in his years at Susquehanna Township. Back inside it goes. Oh, and I like Ward. Ward, quick off his feet. 6 points in the game. 8-5, Susquehanna Township leads. Paul Blackburn, 70-38 here at Hershey. 248 and 178 over his 17 years of coaching. There's Painter going inside and again testing against Letterlow, and Letterlow will pick up the foul.
Hey guys, a year ago, Dylan Painter wouldn't have been able to make these kind of moves quite, but his shoulders are big, he's strong, he's keeping the ball above his head. I mean, you just want to call him foul trouble. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you can't get any tougher than Letterlow and Ward. Ward's come to play tonight. Ward has to watch. You know, he's been guilty and he's become known for a lot of extra elbows. He's got to be careful he doesn't get in foul trouble using those bows. Todd?
Yeah, you made a great point. I mean, Ward has a tendency to play very emotional, and therefore it comes across on the foul end of things. You've got to preserve him.
Pressure against Susquehanna Township. They break it. We get to the half court. Bud Mack, 44 points short of 1,000.
And I don't think he'll get him tonight, but he might get close if he gets on a roll.
Shore Williams, long look off the back of the iron, taken down by Wixrow.
That was the theme of the last time these two teams played, is the guards for Susquehanna didn't take shots in rhythm. Unlike Jake Wilson right there, the freshman, 2 threes.
2 shots, 2 threes, 6 points, 9-8, Hershey back on top.
Hey guys, in case you missed him in the scouting report, Jake Wilson can shoot the ball. He's playing beyond just being a freshman now, Charlie.
Let me tell you something, if he's not in Susquehanna's scouting report, something's wrong, because he proved himself. It was a breakout game.
And that's the point I'm making. Getting a hand in the shooters' faces tonight is a big, big game plan.
Good look from 15, and Joe Marshall once again with a pretty jump shot. 4 points in the game for Marshall. Township goes back on top by what?
Joe Marshall he's the best guy, I think, in the area, and known for the 15-footer. I mean, it's just his comfort zone, that 15-footer. A lot of players want the 3-ball or the layup. He don't mind that in-between game.
There's Sweeney pushing the game, and Sweeney takes it up. 4-2. Sweeney can take it to the basket as well as hit the 3.
Yeah.
Shore Williams has it partially blocked. Painter comes down with it.
We're doing separate Dylan Painter full stats tonight just to see his impact on the game. We'll keep you posted as we go.
Back inside to Dylan Painter. He's guarded by Letterlow. Painter up strong. Painter not able to make it go. Letterlow holding his own in there. Painter gets it again. He's going to be tied up. And the ball will go over to Susquehanna Township.
There's an inner tiger in Dylan Painter. That's what, you know, one college coach, you know, you can't reference him. It would be wrong or illegal NCAA violation. But one college coach says that there's like an inner competitiveness. He seems quiet, but he's a tiger on the court. And I agree with that in that assessment.
Another good look. Left hand touched up nicely by Joe Marshall, who's also got 6 points. So Marshall and Ward with all 12 points now in Susquehanna Township as we go back and forth here with the lead.
Gary, Joe's showing a versatile part of his game tonight. Not only the 15-footer, the ability to drive, take it off the dribble. Now, you know, in the Mechanicsburg game, his point guard's fouled out, and he had to transition to point guard and was able to do that, Charlie.
Saw Quentin Ward that time holding his ground, back inside the Ward, quick up off the feet, and down for Ward. Ward with 8 points.
Maybe you're one of the better finishers in the Keystone, guys.
It's the Ward-Marshall show so far. 14 points between the two of them. They lead by 3 under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. quickly played first quarter.
If Ward gets that angle, it's a bucket. And that's the thing. Painter got back late after the miss there, slipped out of his hand, but it just was curtains.
Drive by Sweeney, but there's going to be a foul called, and it will be on Joe Marshall. It will be his first, team second against Susquehanna Township.
If Joe Marshall can stay out of foul trouble, I like the Joe Marshall-Taylor Sweeney matchup because he has the length and the strength to deal with Sweeney and keep him in check.
Oh, they had it open there to Jake Wilson, but thrown away again. That's a third turnover for Hershey here in the first quarter. And up, no good by
it's Jaquan Blair.
Jaquan Blair into the game. And Blair not able to get the backboard there, so Blair's going to get fouled.
Jaquan Blair being recruited by Division I football teams. Again, no mention of those. Talked to him in pregame. The guy is a versatile athlete, quick in the secondary, but a very good spark off the bench, guys.
Wicks Rao called for the foul, his first, team third, and Blair up and good.
I got a feeling tonight's game is being played at a much physical level than even the last game, if that's even possible, guys.
Yeah, Susquehanna definitely came out ready, and they're up 4, and it's interesting because Hershey seems to be doing all they can, and Susquehanna's up 4. Rodeo Thompson in the game, giving Painter a much-needed minute 30 to be ready for the second quarter.
Second one is up and good from Jaquan Blair, 2 out of 2. And a 5-point bulge, 1:35 to play in the first quarter, and full court pressure by Susquehanna Township. Stolen away again, and that's turnover number 4. And hard to the basket goes Bud Mack, won't get it. Brought down by Thompson.
Rodeo Thompson, one of the most improved players for Hershey this year.
Taylor Sweeney, long look, not going to go. Rebounded Williams on the run.
And not a squared up look for Sweeney. Not a good look.
And trying to get the feet set, does. Mack lets it go. Mack off the front of the iron, taken down by Sweeney. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. 5-point lead, 16-11 for Susquehanna Township.
I want to point something out. Jake Wilson's dad, Tom Wilson, is a head coach for Davison Elkins for 9 years in Division II. Definitely comes from good basketball tutoring.
Down in West Virginia. 5 turnovers to none in this game for Hershey so far. Susquehanna Township really playing error-free basketball.
Tom's also a pretty good friend of John Beeline, likes to get to a lot of the Michigan games. They did a lot of high school coaching, a lot of basketball camps together. Tom likes to talk about his relationship there and being able to get out to Michigan games.
Of course, John Beeline, the old coach at West Virginia, as we tick under 10 seconds now, and are they going to get the shot they want here? And Max says, I got the shot I want. He misses it. Rebounded, put right back up by Blair, and he misses it. 16-11, the end of the first quarter. Susquehanna Township leads. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free. You may recycle appliances or even cell phones. We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Living Well with a Disability is a free source for anyone with any type of disability. We provide countless resources and endless opportunities to live your best.
I really am living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
7 out of 10 in the first quarter for Susquehanna. Hershey 2 of 3 from the 2-point line. 3-point line. Susquehanna 0 out of 3. Hershey 2 out of 3 kept them in there. 2 of 2 from the foul line for Susquehanna. Nothing for Hershey. They didn't go to the line yet. And Hershey out rebounding Susquehanna 5-2, but 6 turnovers to none in the first quarter. Not a huge number so far. Hershey with 6 turnovers. Susquehanna Township with none as we start the second. 16-11. Township leads Hershey with the basketball.
Here's Hershey going to the 2 posts. Rodeo Thompson and Dylan Painter. Gives Dylan Painter to show his outside game, which he has a very good one.
Not that time, though. Not off the, just in and out. Township gets it back. Charlie, you made a really good point during the break that you're going to have to get Painter some better angles inside. He's really being pushed out of there so far. There's DeJour Williams, a little off balance.
Well, and he definitely is responsible for several points on assists, but I think that's why Paul's letting Dylan pop outside a little, try to expand his game. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the area, Dylan Painter, when he gets the opportunity.
Nice touch there by Painter. He finally gets a clean look. His first bucket of the game. He's got 3 points. 16-13, Susquehanna Township leads.
Dylan Painter is the best pure form that I've seen for a post in a long time.
Another clean look by Joe Marshall, and then the stick back.
Quentin Ward on the putback.
Quentin Ward has been tough so far. 10 points in the game here early, and he has made himself known. Last time he was saddled by fouls. This time he is alive and well. Thank you very much. Todd, you were in the huddle there during the timeout or during the break, a quarter break. What were they saying there?
Well, they were transitioning to a 2-3. Now they're back to man. Susquehanna was. And one of the things I heard, when we go zone, don't fall asleep, keep moving. And Hershey was handle the ball because they had 6 turnovers. So basically a lot of what you said, Gary.
So far, the big men for Susquehanna Township seem to be doing a good job of keeping the angles bad for Hershey's big guys inside. They're not able to get a good, clean look at the backcourt.
Well, Rodeo Thompson didn't get nobody followed up there.
Rattles in and out of Bud Mack, and Letterlow is going to put it back for 2 and go to the line for 1 more. Bucket's good. The foul will be marked up on Rodeo Thompson. That'll be his first team third. Charlie?
Now they're going big, Hershey, and I think they feel like they need to.
You know, guys, as I'm on the baseline, one of the things I see with Susquehanna Township, knowing this team from the past, players inside and out, they're not, Roman Letterall and Ward are not the biggest, tallest guys Susquehanna's had inside in the history of this team. But I tell you what they are. There's 2 of the most physical guys that have played in Susquehanna Township.
Largest lead in the game now, 20-13, as Letterall misses his free throw. Back inside to Painter. Painter, another little turnaround. Nice soft touch from Dylan Painter. He's got 5, pulls his team back within 5.
Man, that's a shot for the next level right there.
Nice, we can turn around. You're 6'10" and look over the player in front of you. Long look by DeJour Williams, and he buries it. Nice job reversing the ball, and Williams finds the 3.
DeJour Williams gets going. And the bigs are playing well. That favors big time Susquehanna.
Another turnover, a double team. Jake Wilson in the backcourt. Timeout. Will take one as well. 10-point lead for Township. We'll be back on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Register now.
This year, Advanced Hoops is offering 3 levels of AAU basketball: Silver, Gold, and Team Pennsylvania National Showcase. 5th to 12th grade, join a championship level program. Register now, advancedhoops.com.
Jake Wilson got a little fancy in the backcourt, and the freshman found out about the trap from Susquehanna Township. They stole it away, got it back to Bud Mack, who laid it in nicely. Let's go to the baseline. Todd McCall. Todd, what's going on?
Well, you know, right now, Dylan Painter showed a little difference in his game, stepping outside, opened it up and spin out. Tough little 10-footer, but he made it. But I think right now that Susquehanna is finding a little bit of a groove. But Hershey weathers storms, and we've seen this before, guys.
So far, Susquehanna Township, this is a huge number in the game, Charlie. No turnovers. Susquehanna Township has forced 7 turnovers for Hershey. That's a big, big number in this game.
Well, you're not going to turn the ball over too much against the zone. and it is a difference in man-to-man on the other end. But you know, Hershey really, if they make the shots around the basket, a lot that slipped out of their hands, this is maybe a 2-basket game. They just need to convert at this point. They are going to stay big, though, and staying big, there's a risk here.
Quentin Ward saddled by free throws. Last time they played had 8 points. This game he has 10 already. We've got 5:15 to go in the second quarter.
And it's 10 on the glass. It's 10 straight on the glass, something that's very hard to control Quentin Ward when he's so tough around that basket.
So you can see right now Painter going to work. Painter missing the half hook. Susquehanna Township with a rebound.
He's going to have to get closer to the rim. He's going to have to start to get to the rim and not trust those hooks.
Bud Mack with a pull-up. Good hustle there by Marshall. Like that letter law instead. So far, Sweeney has not really been involved in the game with that 3 you talked about at the top, Charlie. And that's a very important weapon. He had 4 of them last time. Dejor Williams is paying a lot of attention to Taylor Sweeney this game. Rodeo Thompson has it partially blocked. Again, Joe Marshall with the hand up. Marshall quickly blocked by Painter. Rebound, Letterlaw loses it out of bounds, and it will be the first turnover of the game on Susquehanna Township. Hershey having a tough time finding any kind of good looks inside.
Well, they're trying to shoot over. They need to go under and around and get angles, and that's what Susquehanna's doing, getting good angles, good position, playing better fundamental basketball, and that is always going to win out.
Township with a lot of pressure. Wicks Rao inside the Painter. Painter turns around, not really on balance that time. Sweeney knocks it out of bounds, but they're going to say it was off Susquehanna Township. Looked like Sweeney might have touched that.
Well, now our replay would show that Joe Marshall touched it. I'm not sure if we have one, but it did go off Joe Marshall. That was the right call.
There you go. Inside to Wilson. Wilson puts it up and good. Wilson with 8 points of the game already, too. The freshman having a pretty good night so far here in the first half.
Yeah, he's actually the leader right now for them.
Dejor Williams, long look off the iron. Painter with the rebound. Painter almost walked but didn't. Wicks Rao has it.
One of his steps are like 3 of everybody else's.
Well, they got Sweeney open for a look. Sweeney buries it. Dylan Sweeney with that 3. Big weapon. First 3 of the night for Hershey. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout will take one as well. They've narrowed it to 20 as Hershey on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
It's always better when you get to pick your team. That's why I didn't just accept the regional health plan offered at work. I went to a Highmark Direct store and picked a more affordable plan with a broader network, one that I feel better with.
For the most value, you're better with Blue. We're reinventing affordable health care for today and for generations to come. For all you do, you're better with Highmark Blue Shield.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
No regrets.
If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened, at rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today, because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
In addition to our Highmark halftime report, don't forget we have our Advanced Hoops halftime shootout. 10 lucky students will have a chance to win a $25 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card if they can make a 3-point shot. Plus, they'll get to play for one of these 2 teams in the second half, I think, Charlie, if they can make that 3, right?
I think so. I think Susquehanna's laxy defense is allowing Hershey to get back in, and I think Susquehanna had a chance to really build on that lead, but left guys open on the other end.
Hershey 5 points down. They've closed it to 5, 25-20, but sitting in a zone right now, and Paul Blackburn says, go ahead and sit there right now.
Yeah, this is helping Hershey. Actually,
it's helping them, and it shows you the discomfort that Susquehanna Township has sometimes against the 2-3 zone.
Well, they want to play. They want to speed it up, but they're going to have to do it defensively.
I'm surprised the Township came in and played against it right away because they have the lead. Ward on top of it, stuck back again. Good job. The offensive glass has been owned so far by Susquehanna Township. 7 points for Letterlaw.
And that's why this team, Susquehanna Township, is fine against the zone. They have guards who can penetrate gaps, and they have cleanuppers on the glass. They're a very effective team penetrating the glass, or getting on the glass and penetrating gaps.
Sweeney, nice move to the basket. Blocked from behind again by Marshall, who has been so far the player of the game.
I'd say Joe Marshall's having a great game. 5 offensive rebounds for Susquehanna. That shows you something. That's where a lot of those points are coming from.
Lots of stick back so far. Wicks round. They swing the ball, looking inside the painter. Long look from Sweeney. Sweeney not going to go. Take it down by Jaquan Blair.
It was a tough look for Sweeney, but good defense by Marshall.
Nehemiah Mack, rebound by DeJour Williams, who goes up high to get it.
I tell you, when you're on the baseline, you look at this 2-3, and I'm looking at the 2-3 from Dylan's backside. Alley-oop looking, but Dylan saw it coming.
Trying to get Ward, can't do it. Wicks Rao hard to the basket. Jordan Wicks Rao.
That's a
for the deuce.
Well, that's a 4-point swing. When you don't convert on a play like that, you go down and you give Jordan a layup like that, that's a 4-point swing.
1:45 to go in the first half. 27-22. Susquehanna Township leads. That battle inside between Painter and Ward is really interesting to watch when
Painter has to contend with a rotating threesome in there between Marshall, Letterlow, and Ward.
Jor Williams moved his feet on the fake. That'll be only the second turnover against Susquehanna Township in the whole first half. 1:26 to go until halftime. 27-22. The Indians lead, but Hershey has the ball.
Again, no real pressure on the ball. I mean, you got a freshman point guard, and you got defenders like Williams and Mack, 2 of the most talented guards, not only in the area, but the state, not using their athleticism to pressure.
Looks Rao had a good look at it, wouldn't go. Bud Mack takes it down and stopped at the baseline. They're going to pull it back out, just swing it. Jaquan Blair just off the back of the iron, rebound Painter.
And that's something you won't see in the stat column, is the altering of the shot and a change of possession. I actually think altering a shot should be a legit stat that a player gets credit for, because it changes the game.
You saw Painter that time working for position. He has 7 points now. He's pulled his team to within 33 seconds to go until halftime.
Todd, first time he got the angle he needed. As a coach, you want your player, you're big to get an angle.
Right, and I was going to mention earlier when I saw it, and you kind of you bounced on that real early, and that was the angle you're looking for: squaring the shoulders, keeping the ball up high, and finishing.
Ticking it down now. Let's see when they start to go in. They left late last time. I always say go about 11 seconds. Now they're at 10, and you're going to get a foul out front by Wilson.
There's only 6 fouls in this whole half. It's like, come on, guys, let's start punching.
Wilson says, I don't have any. Might as well just give one away or make them bring it in again and reset. So 8 seconds to go now.
Let's start getting after it here, you know?
Long shot by Williams. Can he end the half with a bucket? Wicks Rao has it. 27-24 at the half. Stay tuned for our Highmark halftime report and our Advanced Hoops halftime shootout, all coming your way on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family,
They came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Welcome back to Hershey, Pennsylvania, in the Keystone matchup. Susquehanna Township 27, Hershey 24. It's time for our High School Sports Live Advanced Hoops Shootout. First up, we have from PA Housing and Finance Agency, we have Luke Reed shooting. We have the young ones going tonight, Charlie. Luke Reed's up. PA Housing.
Okay, shooting on behalf of PA Housing Finance Agency, Luke Reed, for a $25 gift certificate to Dick's Sporting Goods. Go ahead, Luke. Okay, our next shooter is Alex Murray. Come on up here, Alex. Shooting on behalf of Huffman Ford. Let's give it up for Alex. Come on, Alex, get a lot of legs into that shot. Okay, shooting on behalf of OSSL, Marcus Sweeney.
$25 gift certificate from Marcus Sweeney right there, guys.
$5 gift certificate for Marcus Sweeney. Now shooting on behalf of OSSL, Sam Holt.
Younger brother, Daniel Painter, up to shoot for his $25 gift certificate. Cameron Sweeney up. Also, his brother's playing tonight for Hershey Trojans.
And shooting on behalf of the New Jersey, Charlie Holt. Let's give it up for
Stay tuned for more coming up after halftime. Susquehanna Township here at Hershey, 27-24. They hold on to the three-point lead. We'll be back after these messages on High School Sports Live and ABC 27.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time. When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Welcome back to our Highmark halftime report. It's 27-24 at the half. Susquehanna Township leads. And our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats, well, you see it there. 3-pointers, 1 for 7 so far for Susquehanna Township, 3 out of 5 for Hershey, keeping them in the game. Free throws, 2 of 3, 1 of 2, not much there. Turnovers, 8-2 in turnovers so far for Hershey, and then 11-8 in rebounds, though. Susquehanna Township out rebounding Hershey and going to the offensive glass very well. Gary Sutton, Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall with you here at the half. And Charlie, your thoughts about the first half and what we need to do for the second half here if you're looking, first of all, at Susquehanna Township or Hershey?
I think the way Hershey ended the half is the way they need to start out, getting better angles, Painter on the angle, spreading it out, a little more of a motion. I think they're staying patient in their zone. Susquehanna, on the other hand, they just got to be aggressive, and they just got to turn this into a track meet, turn this into an all-out brawl on the boards. It just seems like every time you think they're going to do that and put it away, they tend to pull back or they don't put the pressure they need to stir things up. And they could be doing that, and they're not.
Let's go to Todd McCall. Todd, what do you see here for the second half?
Well, I think if you're Hershey getting to the glass, Charlie mentioned it, they've got to get inside. And then I think they've got to box out obviously better and keep Letterall and Quentin Ward off the glass. But more importantly, Susquehanna Township's got to push the tempo up a little bit more. I think they're walking up in the zone, plays into the hands of Hershey Trojans, guys.
Charlie, you talk about Painter in this game, and his numbers are going to be big tonight for Hershey. What are his numbers so far?
Well, the individual stats on Painter, he got 6 rebounds, which is good, assists, 2 blocks. Only a guy averaging as much as he's averaging, only 6 points. They need to get him in the scoring column more.
So you look at the scoring so far in the first half. Letterlaw with 7, Marshall with 6, Mack with 2. Quentin Ward led all scorers, Susquehanna Township with 10, and Blair with 4. On the other side, Painter had 7, Taylor Sweeney with 5. 2 points for Jordan Wicks-Rao, 2 for Breyer, who started the game with it, and 8 points for Jake Wilson. And we start the second half, Susquehanna Township with the basketball. Good high-low, Ward to Marshall, easy play, and Marshall in for his 8th point of the game.
Very designed play by Coach Rogers, coming out and demanding his players to work that 2-man game. Marshall sizing up to be the key player for Susquehanna tonight.
There's Painter with a nice half hook. Painter puts it away, and Painter with 9 points.
What a touch. What a full package.
A little mini run for Painter. He backed it down the end of the first half with 2 and starts out the second half with a nice half hook.
We're going to see the 3-pointer from him tonight, most likely as well.
Good discipline in the half court here by Susquehanna Township. There's DeJour Williams going hard to the basket. Can't get it to go. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll be off Susquehanna Township. The ball goes back to Hershey. 3-point lead, and Vince Rogers does not like that call.
This is where I like to see Bud Mack assert himself defensively.
You can tell Painter's supposed to take this one over, and he's doing it right now in the second half. Painter with 4 points in the second half, 11 in the game. You want to know what Coach Blackburn said to him at halftime? Get the ball in his hands and go to the basket.
Do you blame him?
Bud Mack with his first 3 of the night. Mack with 5 points.
Yeah, and just notice this, that Bud Mack releases that ball really low. Really low. I didn't realize that before.
Stolen back, and Bud Mack goes to the basket. He'll be fouled by Breyer. And another turnover against Hershey. That's turnover number 9 in the game. So Mack will go to the line for 2. Foul get marked up on Breyer. That'll be his second, team first in the second half. Let's go to Todd McCall on the baseline.
You know, right now this game has been so similar to games in the past. You know, foul line is going to be one of the important keys, Gary. We talked about that right now. Bud Mack will convert on his end.
3 out of 4 so far for Susquehanna Township at the free throw line. Mack trying to make the second of 2. Has 6 points in the game. Make it 7. It's Bud Mack. He's going to 2 out of 2 from the line. 4 of 5 tonight for Susquehanna Township.
Yeah, he's going to make those freebies. You don't give Bud Mack open foul shots.
There's Wilson attacking themselves this time. Painter relocating. Nice job by Painter, but then stolen away by Letterlaw. Back hard to the basket, and it's going to be Wicks Rao trying to draw the foul. Instead, will draw the foul himself. He was trying to get the charge. Wicks Rao with his second, team second in the second half.
That's a good call. It's a big boys game, and the refs are letting them play.
So at the line, Bud Mack again for 2. So Mack pushing the heat here in the second half. You can see Painter on the other end, Charlie, really pushing it for Hershey, and Bud Mack trying to pick up the game here on the other side for Susquehanna Township.
I again said it before the game. Sweeney's got to get in this game. He's got to get to the basket. He's got to add to what Dylan Painter's trying to do and be that combo for Hershey to win this game. And that's how they won the first one.
Mack 4 of 4. Mack with 9 points. He seems to have a slow start in a lot of games and then kind of gets going as the game progresses. Double team in the backcourt and a throwaway again for Hershey. For that double team pressure in the backcourt from Dejor Williams, and Bud Mack really caused some problems. 36-28, an 8-point lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Register now.
This year, Advanced Hoops is offering 3 levels of AAU basketball: Silver, Gold, and Team Pennsylvania National Showcase. 5th to 12th grade, join a championship level program. Register now, advancedhoops.com.
Back here at Hershey, an 8-point lead for Hershey over Susquehanna Township, and you got the giant fan section over there on this side, and they are getting some shirts tonight. Todd McCall, you're over there with them.
Yeah, I'm going to get over there with them here in a few minutes. We're getting the shirts distributed right now. They're fighting with it. I don't know if I want to get in the stands just quite at this moment. We're going to come back to that giant food section in a moment.
Just don't get your arm near their mouth. That's the main thing. You might get bit. Okay, they look like a pretty rabid group over there. They're getting their giant shirts on there.
You know, I think Dylan Painter's got to be a part of this press breaking. Using him, he can handle the ball.
Well, I think when you got a 6'10" guy that can handle the ball, yeah, it's something you might want to think about. 2-3 zone here from Hershey, and 8-point lead for Susquehanna Township. They say, I don't think we're going to play against that right now, guys. Come on out and play us.
You know, we saw this earlier. We don't even really. I mean, Hershey doesn't need to come out. Hershey would take this to the middle of the fourth quarter if they could. And I don't know if Susquehanna Township wants to even keep this game close at Hershey.
Well, but you know, they got an 8-point lead. I mean, why go in and play against this if you don't feel comfortable against it?
But, you know, and I'm telling you, this team can penetrate gaps better than any team in the mid-state, and they've got the inside game to finish on the glass. I think continue being aggressive if you're Susquehanna.
We've got a standoff right here. Vince Rogers says, no, don't pass it over there. Just stand out there, make them come out and get you. And now Hershey looking like they're going to start the match up here, at least come out and make him put the ball down and do something with it.
And they're going to drop right back to the zone.
Now they're in man-to-man now. Bud Mack, great head and shoulder fake, draws the foul against Painter. So Bud Mack is going to draw a foul on Dylan Painter. That'll be his first, team third against Hershey.
I don't know. What do you think? Do we need a shot clock in Pennsylvania for moments like these, guys? What do you think?
24 states have it, right? I don't know. I kind of like the strategy. I really do.
I am totally 100% against it. I think it's a traditional part of what we do. I know a lot of people don't like that answer.
I think,
you know, I like playing for the last shot. Did it many times. And I can tell you in the District 3 championship, we had to hold the ball to get the last shot to get in the semifinals one night.
Well, I'll tell you what, you put Bud Mack at the line, you might as well just give him 2 and go the other way and save yourself the time. He's 6 out of 6 so far, 11 points in the game. And the pressure is on in the backcourt. Hershey tried to break it. Sweeney throws it, stolen away by Ward. But it's the 11th turnover of the game now for Hershey.
Well, that's where Sweeney needs to get to the basket. Painter's not going nowhere. They're going to keep him in the middle.
A little too much fancy dribbling there for Mack, and it's going to be tied up by Matt Miller, who's in the game for Hershey. Getting a little chippy there for the moment. Here you see the long effort, and look at the great job by Ward of going up and stealing it. 12 turnovers in the game. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. It's a 10-point lead for Susquehanna Township. 4:08 to go here until the third quarter on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hey.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
HoffmanFord.com, turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Welcome back to Hershey High School. Hershey has the basketball, and there is Painter going up, and Painter not able to get it to go on the high hook. Taken down by Marshall.
The Painter's now settling for these make-or-break shots instead of going and getting a sure foul.
And Bud Mack trying to push the action. Let's head on over to the Giant section with Todd McCall.
Hey, I'm here in the Giant food section of Hershey Trojans, and I want to hear from them. I can't hear them right now, but they started waking up. Giant Foods sponsoring the student section year after year. So I'm just going to take and trust the guy to my right. What is Hershey going to need to do to win this game tonight?
We got to keep up the intensity. We got to come out here. We knew it was going to be a battle. We're ready for war. We're going to win. We got to play tight defense.
All right. There's like a little bit of a Newt Rockney over here, guys, in Giant Food section. Back to you.
Got it right. Sean Aston would be proud. What a shot by Dejor Williams as he went up and floated and gets his first deuce of the night. Great block on the other end. Sweeney went up, but Joe Marshall there again. Here goes Williams off to Ward. Ward puts it away. And Susquehanna Township on the move. 12 points. Timeout. 42-28. The Indians lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Welcome back to Hershey High School, where Susquehanna Township, who has lost to Hershey 3 straight times, is on a 13-0 run right now since 6:45 mark of the third quarter. We got 2:55 left to go in this quarter. Charlie, you look at Susquehanna Township right now, they look like the kind of team that was a state runner-up last year.
Yeah, and they're starting to push that tempo, and they're realizing in this second half how basketball should be played all the time. And I know Coach Rogers doesn't feel like he has a deep bench, and he doesn't, want to press it and get the guys in foul trouble. But this is the kind of basketball they're going to have to play if they're going to go deep playoff run. You don't really see teams go far in the playoffs playing a half-court, slow, laxy style.
Right now, this half, Susquehanna Township really taking the game to Hershey. Hershey with 4 fouls so far in the second half. None for Susquehanna Township, which talks about playing defense with your feet.
Sweeney has been non-existent here. We're going to have to get him involved.
There is Sweeney, but doesn't get the good look that he wanted.
Yeah, those aren't the shots. You got to get to the basket. You got to get fouled. You got to get the easy ones. Susquehanna's getting the easy ones. They're winning the bunny battle.
Inside again, and there goes the big guy. He's having a great game is Quentin Ward. He's got 14 points.
I'm beginning to get the impression that Susquehanna Township is finding that second half stride, that January stride, that district playoff stride, and what results usually to a state playoff ride.
And there's a great look by Painter as he gets in and stops the bleeding. So Painter finally in the book again. 13 points for Painter.
And Gary, you said it well. Stop the bleeding. They really needed a bucket right there.
You talk about Quentin Ward on the bench almost the whole last game with fouls. This game, no fouls in the game yet for Ward. They've really gotten great positioning on Painter. High throw up Dejor Williams. I thought he was throwing a pass for a second, Charlie. Instead, it was a nice little teardrop over the front.
Well, and that's Dejor's game. Dejor does a really good job of making the game look easy, and he did right there.
Wicks Rowell is going to get the foul from Bud Mack, his first team in the second half. I was looking down how the Mid-Penn looking this year in 4A. They got 7 out of the first 19 places covered in 4A. And you look in 3A, they've got the first 4 places all are Mid-Penn teams. Ball taken by Dejor Williams. And again, a running one-hander put in there by Williams, who's really coming to life in the second half. So the guard play in the second half has really picked up, guys. Another turnover against Hershey. Turnover number 13. And a timeout for Paul Blackburn. 48-30. Susquehanna Township leads with 1:13 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a break on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
19-6 run this quarter for Susquehanna Township. They lead 48-30 with 1:13 to go. And Todd McCall, the focus on the faces of the Susquehanna Township guys' game has been consistent throughout the game. They really look like they're tuned into this one.
And Gary, you pointed out early on, they are playoff ready. Hey, let me tell you the difference that I think the start of this game. The start of this game is the elevation of Joe Marshall early on, and I think that was a crushing factor early on, guys.
Well, and the biggest factor in the first game was Taylor Sweeney, and Joe Marshall's on the defensive side of keeping him in check. So both sides of the ball, he's been an inspiration to Susquehanna tonight.
I think the biggest factor of the game is Quentin Ward is on the floor the whole time, and he's not got one foul yet.
Yeah, that is a big factor.
And he's got 14 points to show for it. Just great discipline right here. This team looking like the kind of team that has really improved a lot since that last game.
Well, they're a different team tonight. They're focused. They're running sets. They're running through things. They're moving without the ball.
You got to think their schedule they've been playing too has really gotten them ready here. Germantown, and of course, they played the team they lost to in the finals last year. Down to 10 seconds.
And guys, you got to mention this too quickly. They can't afford to lose. 6-1, 6-1 in Keystone.
There goes Dejor Williams. Not going to get the shot off, or are they? Williams lets it go and buries it for three. What a quarter for Susquehanna Township. 51-30. We head to the fourth, and Township in control.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time. When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
And we head to the fourth quarter. Susquehanna Township with the ball. Bud Mack up, and everything is going tonight. Bud Mack with 2. 13 points in the game now for Bud Mack. That quarter, by the way, Susquehanna 6 of 12 from 2-point range, 2 of 2 from 3 points, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. I mean, they were just pure, and no turnovers that quarter for Susquehanna Township. Unbelievable. Long look by the freshman. He's back on the board again. Jake Wilson with his 11th point of the night. 3 threes for Wilson.
You got DeJour, senior, been through wars, not only on AAU trail, but in high school basketball. You know, you got Jake Wilson. Hershey's going with a freshman, you know, at point guard. There's just a big difference in the experience level of these two teams.
Dejor Williams with a push-off there will be called for the foul to be his first. Team second of the second half. They lead by 20 right now to Susquehanna Township. Again, trying to break a 3-game losing streak to Hershey. Hershey has owned them the last 2 years until tonight. Painter with the basketball. We're going to be thinking about our Hoffman Ford player of the game and our Pac Financial play of the game coming up. We also have our Hoffman Ford post-game show. Painter lets it go, and Painter just rolls over the top of the rim for Painter. Painter with 15 points.
If I were Painter, I would attack the rim every time I got the ball to give his team a chance.
Here's a guy that's played well on both sides of the ball tonight, Joe Marshall. Started the game with 6 points, only has 2 since then, but he has shut down Taylor Sweeney. That was the first turnover of the second half, and Sweeney back on the board. Sweeney in the game now with 7 points. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 53-37. The lead's been cut to 16 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
There you see Susquehanna Township, and the lead was 22 a moment ago. It's now down to 16, and Todd McCall's been over in those huddles. Todd, what's going on?
You know what, Gary? I just stepped out, and I didn't miss what they said, but I got to say this. I mean, right now, the confidence level you're starting to see in the red and black in Susquehanna Township is beginning to show. Hershey right now, they look a bit tired coming out of that huddle, Gary.
No, Sweeney, though, went to the hole in that last play, and now cut it to 16. Crucial time for Hershey if they're going to have any chance to get back in this. It's right here, guys. It's right here.
And Hershey trap it in the backcourt. Susquehanna Township will pull it out and run some clock. I got to think Susquehanna Township was happy about being man-to-man here. Here comes the trap. Bud Mack dribbles out of it. He and Williams are probably two of the best guards you're going to have in a backcourt anywhere in this league. And Mack inside the letter law. It's going to be off the legs of Painter, though. The ball stays with the Indians. We're talking about District 3 Class AAA. Bishop McDevitt, number 1 there, 9-2. Susquehanna Township, second at 11-3. Steelton Heights Fire, 11-1, is third. And Boiling Springs at 11-1 is fourth.
Yeah, Steel High really making a move this year.
7 out of the top 13 teams, again, from the Mid-Penn. So, again, represented well in AAA. We said 7 out of 19 in Quad A. Wide open underneath with Letterlow. Passes off to Ward. Ward has it stripped away by Wilson. But it'll stay with Susquehanna Township.
That's a tough division. The days of when Susquehanna and Steel High played for the district championship may be back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see.
Ball be into Marshall. Susquehanna Township doing some nice time and score stuff here, Todd McCall.
You know what? It's an effective part of their game tonight.
Look at Marshall. Marshall hard to the glass. Marshall with 10 points in the game. But he has also been dynamite against Sweeney tonight.
Well, he keeps saying, don't forget about me, guys, for the MVP tonight. He keeps putting some numbers up here.
This Painter out away from the basket. Running a little weave right now.
Drew Lloyd. Rick Swash.
Wilson to Painter. Painter isolated on Ward. Painter goes up strong. Painter puts it away. Dylan Painter with 10 points in the second half, 17 on the night.
You know, there's only so much one player can do, and he's doing it for Hershey. That's a steal. Oh, man, Painter.
Ward, quick move by Ward, and up and in.
Boy, that's a lot of arc you got to put on the ball to get it over the outstretched arms of Dylan Painter.
16 points for Ward, another turnover for Hershey. Turnover number 14 on the evening. 14-3 in turnovers so far unofficially. Make that officially now.
Matt Miller with that one.
And Jim Gallagher tells us 14-4. So still pretty good numbers. Only 2 turnovers in the second half so far for the Indians. Susquehanna Township. That's pretty good basketball. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second.
That is.
And the foul will be marked up in the backcourt on Drew Lloyd, the 6'1 senior. 4:09 to go. You're up by 18. Let's go to Todd McCall.
You know, guys, 18-point lead. One of the most dangerous teams with leads is Susquehanna Township.
Well, and Paul Blackburn sitting, taking Dylan Painter out. I think he recognized the situation. Dylan Painter's a very competitive young man, and he's had some issues with his feet. He's grown a lot. just from the wear and tear of his body growing so much and taking a pound. And Paul Blackburn rightfully being sensitive to that right now.
Pat Iafrida with the foul there. As those guys are in the game right now, 2 foul immediately, and they want to make this a long game and take it to the foul line. So another foul will be called. This will be the 7th team foul, so they want to go to the line. But this is not the guy you want to see at the line. It's the foul called against Drew Lloyd, his 2nd. Team 7th, and here at the line is Mr. Automatic, Bud Mack.
Just call him Automac.
Like that.
Like that, Automac.
And what do we do?
Oh, he jinxed him.
We nailed him.
You know, I'm seeing it on the free throw too. He's dropped the ball is under the. He's really dropping that ball low.
Sweeney going hard to the basket. Look at Marshall. Marshall says, not tonight. And Marshall has just been dynamite in the defense. Todd, that was right in front of you.
It was just an absolutely athletic move. He's just really getting after it tonight. He's for 4 years, this kid's probably been one of the most unselfish players in Susquehanna Township history. Tonight, he's bringing everything.
Marshall was chest to chest there, would not give ground to Sweeney.
Love to see a replay on that one. I'll tell you, he went after him.
And another turnover, make that 15 now against Hershey. And there you have the Dylan Painter numbers so far you've been keeping, Charlie.
Yeah, it looks like Painter, second half stats. Looks like he's focused on the scoring column in this half, like you said earlier, Gary.
Yeah, he's been going to the basket in the second half, 17 points in the game.
Hershey doing a good job of playing cat and mouse right now. Susquehanna both.
Turnover number 5 in the game for Susquehanna Township.
Hershey threw in the towel here and put the 2nd string in. Think it's a little early, guys, or
Oh, and there you're going to have an offensive foul as he just shoved off to Drew Lloyd. Lloyd with his 3rd foul.
Gary and Todd, it's only, I don't want to say it's only 18, but
I think you're going to get a technical foul. Or a technical foul here? Yep.
Yeah, they're going to assess it to Drew Lloyd, who was playing defense on Quentin Ward, drew the foul, and I'm not sure it was just a little shove or a bump, but
he pushed off with his arm, and then he threw the ball over here to the side, and that's where the official hit him with the tee.
Okay, I didn't see that.
So he very quickly, he might have had the quickest 4 fouls you've ever seen. He's only been in the game for about 3 minutes. So at the line is DeJour Williams, his first time there tonight. His first shot is up and good.
You know, you don't see Coach Rogers taking it for granted that Coach Blackburn put the 2nd string in there. He's keeping the starters in. Naturally, he might not even recognize that. Were you surprised, guys, that Coach Paul with 3 minutes to go? I mean,
a little bit.
You hit 3 shots in a row. It's under 10. 3 threes, or I don't know.
11 points for DeJour Williams. Now the ball will belong to Susquehanna Township. 3:10 to play, and guys, got to think about our Hoffman Ford player of the game, our Pac Financial player of the game. I think we've already got tucked away, but who's your Hoffman Ford player of the game tonight? Todd McCall, cast your vote.
It's by far Joe Marshall. Character, integrity, works hard, unselfish, elevated his game tonight. Plain and simple.
Charlie, what do you think?
Well, I definitely think DeJour Williams needs a shout out. He just really scored well, hit a lot of shots, and in this game, scoring was very important to create separation. But because of the need to shut down one of the 2 big guns for Hershey, Marshall doing it. Also, he started well, and Marshall's ending well. I would say Marshall, Hoffman Ford player of the game.
I would be going with Quentin Ward, who has 16 points tonight, but I also think Marshall played a doozy of a defensive game with Sweeney and kept him from being the supplemental score that was needed to go with Painter tonight to keep them in. So I'll go with you guys and make it a clean sweep on Marshall. How's that?
How about we go to Jim Gallagher, our stat guy, to see if he can't make this the same thing? Okay, Jim's going to make it a sweep for Marshall as well.
So there you go. 3 for 3 from the line for DeJour Williams.
And guys, here's a swing that happens when you go for, okay, maybe it's 10, 12 points that he has tonight. It's the boards, it's the defensive hustles, but it's the swing. He holds a double-figure kid down under double figures tonight, and now that's a 20-point swing.
How about 11 out of 13 for the line tonight, too, for Susquehanna Township? Not bad, huh?
Playoff ready right there when you're shooting the ball, 11 for 13 from the foul line. And, they're keeping pace with, how about the job at Bishop McDevitt that Mike Gaffey's done this year?
Well, I think that was, you know what, hats off to McDevitt. Tommy Mealy, that was one of the best hires that I have seen. When I heard Mike Gaffey's name as the head coach for McDevitt, and I've talked to several of my friend coaches, and we've talked, it was the right hire. It was a great hire. Character hire for McDevitt.
There goes the backcourt out of the game for Susquehanna Township. Dejor Williams and Bud Mack. Bud Mack ends the night with 13 points. Make that 11. Make that 13 points. And Dejor Williams tonight, 12 points. So 25 points out of your backcourt. Not bad at all. Heading to the line will be Frank Gentile, a 6-foot senior, into the game for Hershey. Foul marked up on Matthew Dawson, just into the game now for Susquehanna Township, and the shot is up and no good for Gentile.
You know, I don't know if I'm reading this right, Todd, but I think Coach Paul Blackburn pulling his starters out earlier, it could be sending a message to his guys that we didn't defend our home well, and we didn't see the effort that we needed to do something in this league. It could be a message he's sending, and I remember as a coach one time doing that. Wow.
How about that? The inside look to Matthew Dawson, who puts it away.
Good for Matt Dawson.
Matt Dawson at 6'1" got up there pretty good and slammed it down.
I was saying earlier, as a coach one time, I made a decision to do that, to send a message to my players. I put the whole JV team in, and it worked.
Yeah, and you know what he's trying to do is send a message and say, hey, we want to continue to fight, and we want to be in the District 4 playoffs, and it's tough. Every spot, every slot is tough.
The shot is up and good from downtown. Breaking the press the other end and putting it home.
That's Jermaine Moody Thomas. Jay Moody Thomas is only a sophomore, been getting time lately for Susquehanna Township.
We go Tom Krug on one end. I mean, you got the JV team getting an opportunity. This is awesome.
Tom Krug with a long three on the other end, number 22 for Hershey. So lots of new uniforms in the game, and
some of these guys also coming into the game made great contributions on the football field for Susquehanna Township and for Hershey as well. On the varsity end of things, as sophomores. Jermaine Moody Thomas, Jay Moody Thomas was one of them who Joe Heaton's looking at in the future.
Good pressure as we tick down to 109, 64-42. This one is settled. Drive by Frank Gentile, not going to go. Long look from the corner. Off the iron from Tom Krug. And a little bit of a slide from Devin MacArthur. A 6'4" junior into the game right now, trying to make the quick move. So 46.3 seconds to go. Stay tuned for our Hoffman Ford post-game report. We'll have our Hoffman Ford player of the game, our Pack Financial play of the game. Long look from downtown again. Tom Krug says, hey, Coach, I got some more PT here. I can make threes. He made 2 of them so far.
I'm glad he made another one because I wanted to correct that. Tom Krug is a senior, and that's his number 3. Oh, that would have been nice seeing him make another one.
Rebound by Jimmy Sheehan.
You know, if Tom Krug can make threes like that, Todd, that's a big need for Hershey. I could see him sneaking in and getting a little playing time to help this team.
Well, one of the things I noticed right away, he's got excellent release, great tall, long arms. I mean, he's a guy I think you could extend your bench with. Now, you know, again, he's doing it against some younger guys, but he came off of that screen in rhythm at the top of the key and made a great shot.
Yeah, and maybe just an interval here and there.
64-45, and one final time, and Susquehanna Township will go up and get fouled on the play. And you can give us a hand because some of these numbers are not appearing on our sheet there, Mr. McCall.
You know what, and I know that happens, you know, when you get some of the younger guys in here.
Okay, I'll take it from here, guys. Number 13. No, actually I won't. He is not on our sheet either.
No, that's why I'm looking and asking Todd. So we don't mean to put him on witness protection here, but we got a man that's not in our program right now. He'll get a second shot. Good old number 13. Makes the second one, and that should put it away. 65-45. Hershey may get the last shot off here. And Gentile goes up, but it's not going to go. Will Spinagle going up, missing the shot. 65-45. Susquehanna Township breaks the losing streak to Hershey. We'll be back right after this for our Hoffman Ford post-game report. And we'll introduce our Hoffman Ford player of the game and our Pack Financial player of the game, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Living Well with a Disability is a free source for anyone with any type of disability. We provide countless resources and endless opportunities to live your best.
I really am living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
HoffmanFord.com, turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
Pack Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Steve Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares. No account too small or too large. Call Steve Marazzo at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free no-obligation retirement projection. Penn National Insurance and Inservco Insurance Services are teaming up to help all drivers feel secure. Drivers who text while driving are putting themselves and others in dangerous paths. Don't text and drive. To feel more secure, read our driver safety tips by going to www.pennnationalinsurance.com. Driver safety comes first. Advanced Hoops is offering youth skill builders for 5 to 10-year-olds that starts in January. We are signing up players in Camp Hill, Lower Paxton, and Hershey. All 5 to 10-year-olds who participate will learn the basics of shooting, dribbling, defense, passing, and much more. To get a spot, register now at advancedhoops.com.
Welcome back to our Hoffman post-game report, and let's head down to Todd McCall, who's got our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Todd?
Hey, I'm standing here thinking, Gary, with the Hoffman Ford player of the game, Joe Marshall, 12 points. It's what he did tonight from his 10-foot game, 15-foot game, outside jumpers. You showed a very versatile game tonight, and I think that was one of the biggest, our commentator said tonight, that's one of the biggest reasons you guys elevated and really separated from Hershey tonight. Talk about your game.
Well, I mean, this all starts in the locker room. Coach tells us, we all have to start. It starts in the first 8 minutes of the game. So, we had to come out. Usually sometimes teams punch us in the face, and, we just take it, and then we wait to come back into the second quarter. So we had to come out and do it right from the jump.
I think you said exactly what I was asking you, and that is early on in the game, I saw you step out, hit 2 threes, hit that 15-foot jumper, but it's what you did defensively tonight to really negate Sweeney. You didn't let him get you guys this time.
Right. Well, I mean, Sweeney, he's a good ball player, and he killed us the first time we played them at home, and we had to make defensive adjustments. I had to play him a little tighter than we did last game. He can knock down jump shots, so I just had to, close out on him.
All right, Joe, I'm going to ask you one more question. You guys are now 7-1 at Keystone. You got to see what McDevitt did tonight. How are you going to take this victory? How are you going to take this Keystone home?
I mean,
is that a trick question?
That is a trick question. It's hard to answer.
What are you guys going to do to get it?
But I mean, we just got to keep playing hard. We just have to go out and get it. Like Coach Rogers says, we have the eye of the tiger.
You got to have the eye of the tiger. Your dad has the eye of the tiger. You got to say all the right answers, right? Am I right? Okay, guys, we're here with a very modest, very character-driven, a lot of integrity, Mr. Joe Marshall. He is a workhorse for 4 years here at Susquehanna Township. He's our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Back to you guys at the bench.
Susquehanna Township goes to 12-3 now, 7-1. They keep pace in the lead of the Keystone division of the Mid-Penn. Hershey goes to 4-4. They dropped to 8-5. And our Pack Financial player of the game came right at the end of the first half, and I thought this was a big exclamation point, Charlie.
Yeah, Dejor Williams showed right there his confidence. what he can do from the scoring column, and he led them tonight.
And it was a kind of focus and confidence they had the whole game. And he's saying right there, that's where we came tonight. The focus on this team from start to finish tonight was amazing. You look at some of the numbers this evening. Turnovers, Hershey had 16. Susquehanna Township only had 6 all night, 4 in the second half, and 2 of them when it really didn't matter. Free throws, 12 of 17 for Susquehanna Township. Hershey, 1 out of 4, which tells you somebody was getting to the front of the iron a lot more than Hershey was. And then each team shot 50% in 2-point field goals. But what was really interesting, Susquehanna Township had 41 shots compared to 22 for Hershey for the 2-point area. You look at the scoring tonight.
Yeah.
Letterlaw was 7 for Susquehanna Township. Joe Marshall, our player of the game, 10. But what he did tonight on Sweeney was amazing. Bud Mack with 13, 12 for Dejor Williams. Quentin Ward led all scores for Susquehanna Township with 16. Did not get a foul at all tonight. Fouled out of the last game. And then Jaquan Blair with 2, and Matthew Dawson with 2. On the other side, and by the way, I do want to mention, Aeneas Carter was number 13 there at the end, shooting the free throws. He had 1 point, 1 out of 2 at the line. We want to make sure we get him in there because these guys get into the game. They deserve all the credit. Jake Wilson had 11 points tonight, the freshman for Hershey, 3 of those via the tray. 2 points for Matt Breyer. He scored the first 2 points of the game and didn't score after that. You had 2 points tonight for Jimmy Sheehan. Jordan Wicks-Rao tonight with 2 points. Taylor Sweeney had 7 again. They needed some more points from him tonight, and 17 points for Dylan Painter. It was a big win here tonight for Susquehanna Township as they stopped the bleeding to Hershey anyway. Your thoughts, Charlie, on this one?
I'm gonna talk a little for Coach Blackburn right now. I'm gonna kind of try to get in his mind what he's thinking, and I could be right or I could be wrong. But outside observation is that he needs more players on this team than just a couple that want to put everything into it to win basketball games. And I don't think he's getting the effort from a buy-in from every kid on that team to step up. I mean, naturally, Susquehanna Township is one of the most talented teams in the state. But, you know, when you settle for jump shots, you know, and you turn the ball over like that, you know, you've played better basketball than that. And I think Coach Blackburn at the end possibly sent a little message that I've seen enough guys. I'm going to let some other guys have a chance out here. Yeah, if we got hot at the end, we might have a chance to get back in it. But I'm going to send a message. I'm going to let you guys sit here, and I'm going to let you watch this so that we can maybe get sick of this and get to practice tomorrow and get ready for our next game, because he's thinking playoffs. One thing about Coach Blackburn is he's always thinking of building, preparing for the next game, and he'd rather sacrifice and use that moment as a teaching moment. And I hope the players get it, because there's some talent on this team, but they're not all dedicated basketball players. And sometimes when that happens, and I've coached before, you got some kids waiting for baseball season to start. Some kids can't wait till their next cross season or the next soccer practice happens. Basketball's not my favorite sport. I think they need to throw all that out the window and join Painter up high in the clouds and try to do something this year, and Sweeney in his senior year, and try to do something for the seniors and get something done. I'm just trying to help them with a little bit of a pep talk. Hats off to Rogers, though, and the team. They came to play. They did what they had to do, and they do look like they're walking in a little bit of a stride here.
They look focused tonight. 65-45. They walk out of here with a big win here at Hershey. Our next broadcast Thursday night. Man, what a wrestling match we've got for you. How about CD and CV? Cumberland Valley and Central Dauphin, the wrestling match maybe of the year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 7 o'clock on Thursday night. And we're going to be back with basketball on Friday. We'll have Hershey once again on Friday. We'll get to see your pep talk help over at Cedar Cliff.
Well, Cedar Cliff's 5th in the district. Jimmy Rao doing a great job. They lost Cameron Paul, but I don't want to say they didn't miss a beat, because they missed a big player there. But that team, Derek Ford, Hoagland, they're doing a great job, those guys.
Thanks to Chad Edwards, Kevin, all the great people here from Invicta for putting this on tonight. Thanks to Brandy Trossel for doing a lot of the legwork. CV Jim Gallagher, our guy here tonight on the stats. Appreciate that. Of course, Todd McCall racing the baseline all night long. Charlie Fortney, the founder of The Feast, and all of you. And thanks again to all the good people here at Hershey for being such gracious hosts tonight. Again, your final score, 65-45. Susquehanna Township puts down the hammer tonight on Hershey. Thanks so much for joining us on High School Sports Live TV here on ABC 27.